Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Testing 1, 2. Oh, that's probably why, yeah. I was trying to listen to the commercials.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners, Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
How you doing, senor?
Doing good, doing good. We're testing mics, getting ready to get going. We got Charlie Fairbrush on the camera, a.k.a. The Thumb. Welcome, Charlie.
Good evening, everybody.
For those of you that don't know, Charlie just made this crazy mad dash drive. Don't tell the police or the courts.
I was going to use your name if I got pulled over.
But he came from the Midland Airport straight to Loving to help us cover this ball game. And so I don't think most people realize the dedication sometimes that it takes to make these, especially these earlier games like today. So thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Rosendo, for getting here. We appreciate you. Tonight's games are brought to you by Eunice Pump and Supply, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, Eunice Police Department, Parker Energy, BTH Services, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, and the Eunice Health Clinic. We're testing mics, and we'll get started with our broadcast here in just a couple of minutes. Rosendo, you want to say a few things so we can test that sound?
Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. The Lady Cards versus the Lady Falcons tonight here in Loving, New Mexico. Please join us. Go ahead, Charlie. Can you hear me?
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a tough one, ain't it?
Looks like the JV done their part. They got it taken care of there.
Yeah, they did a really good job. For those of you that were able to watch a little of that video of the JV game, Caitlin Parsons, this was her first game. She got to play with the JV. They're not going to allow her to play with the varsity this year based on an NMAA decision, but she did play with the JV, and our JV team was up like 40-0 in the second quarter on the shoulders of Parsons, as well as some other great players out there. But, wow, it was neat to see her back on the floor.
Yes, it was, sir.
So we'll step away for just a moment to see how our sound is. We'll be right back on the line. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live in Loving. The Lady Cards enter. We are live in. My notes are all messed up, just so y'all know.
I didn't write them.
I didn't fix the first line here, and it says we're in Hagerman, and that threw me off, so I was looking at the next line. Anyway, we're not live in Hagerman. We're live in Loving for a District 4 2A matchup between the Lady Cardinals, who are 9-8 overall, 2-1 in district, and the hometown Loving Lady Falcons, who are 8-8, 1-2 in district. The Lady Cards enter tonight's game after a sluggish win at district opponent Hagerman on Tuesday night. A game in which it was about 16 degrees outside, and I think we played like it was 16 degrees in the gym. Eunice won that game 48-42, but it was too close for comfort for my level. I think it caused me some cardiac issues. Eunice is on a 3-game win streak as they have beaten Dora, Jal, and Hagerman in the last 3 games. As mentioned, that Hagerman game was a little scary. To put things in perspective, this Loving team beat Hagerman by 20 points just a few days ago. Jal beat Hagerman, Tatum beat Hagerman by 40, and we beat them by 6.
Wow.
And we're only up 2 with like 13 seconds left on the clock, and got a couple of buckets right at the end. In fact, one at the buzzer. So anyway, Loving is on a 3-game winning streak of their own. They beat Nimmy, Hagerman, and also got the win over someone's JV. This Loving team plays lots of JVs. They play Carlsbad JV multiple times. They play Artesia's JV multiple times. They play others' JV multiple times. So their record is kind of hard to tell when you're looking at it. It's 8-8, 1-2 in district, but they play so many JV teams that don't give them those points on the Max Prep's strength of schedule rating and all that other stuff. It's really hard to tell what Loving has. They do that every year. So Loving's last loss did come to Tatum, 62-20, a 42-point loss at the hands of Tatum. These two teams met in the JAL tournament on January the 6th. Eunice won that game 44-28. Chloe Jones led both teams in scoring that night. She had 14 points, 9 steals, 6 rebounds, 5 assists in that game. Alina Rodriguez had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 steals. Alondra Maureen had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals. Jasmine Martinez had 4 points and 9 rebounds in that game. Sam Allen had 3 points, 4 rebounds. Aubrey Haller had 2 points, 10 rebounds. Kenna McBee added 1 point and 3 rebounds. For Loving in that game, number 32, Emily Green had 9 points. Sam Cozart had 7 points, and Catherine Montoya had 5. A quick recap of last game against Hagerman. Alina Rodriguez and Chloe Jones spent much of that game in foul trouble. In fact, Jones spent more time on the bench than she spent on the court that night because of foul trouble. For that game, Eunice did get the win, 48-42. Chloe Jones led Eunice with 11.7 rebounds, 5 steals. Alondra Maureen, who's played big for Eunice of late, added 10 points. Alina Rodriguez had 10 points, 5 rebounds. Kenna McBee showed up big for the Lady Cards, especially on the boards, as she had 8.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, doing a little bit of everything. Jasmine Martinez chipped in 4.7 rebounds. Aubrey Howler had 4 points, and Sam Allen had 2 points, respectively. For the season, the Lady Cards are led in scoring by Alina Rodriguez, who has 233 points this season. She's made 44 three-pointers so far this season. That's 106 three-pointers in her young career, only a sophomore. She has 557 points in her career. Everyone, when it comes to measuring sticks, if you reach 1,000 points in your career, those are usually things that are recorded, big events. In fact, the state keeps up with people that have met the 1,000-point mark in their career. That's a big goal, and she's well over halfway there, not even halfway through her career at this point. Chloe Jones is next on the team with 204 points this season. She has 511 points on her career. She also leads the team in assists and steals for the season. In her career, she has 170 assists and 248 steals. Both of these two young ladies were recognized earlier this week. I believe it was Monday, posted in a publication by Big Time Hoops Basketball Showcase. Jones and Rodriguez are both listed as leaders in New Mexico in different categories. Congratulations to Chloe and Alina. This Eunice team is also led in rebounds this year by Jasmine Martinez. She's grabbed 119 rebounds on the year. Alina is second with 93 rebounds. So that's kind of my tale of the tape. I did want to bring something up. I'll try to run through this quick as we've got about 5 minutes on the clock till game time. Some information. I've been doing some studying as far as building successful basketball programs. I'm a member of a group known as the Proactive Coaching. Members on that group include people like former Eunice Cardinal and current Roswell head coach Jeff Lynn, who's the head of the New Mexico Coaches Association, Brenda Wilson, the AD from Hobbs, who one time was at Eunice, Emmy Lujan, the boys basketball coach in Jow, Greg Jackson, our football coach, Buster Mabry, Marco Boyle, Richard Tripp, and so many others are members of this. They have a Facebook page and other programs that help provide information to improve coaches or athletic programs. It's a program that posts a lot of inspirational thoughts covering a wide variety of coaching topics. I wanted to touch on a topic that they recently posted about. The topic was in regards to improving programs or building programs. This group gives advice and offers input to schools or programs trying to improve team morale or team success or building programs from scratch. They give 10 things that a school or program must do to build a successful program. Here are the 10 things that they say are must. Number 1, go see what successful programs are doing in similar situations and copy that as a blueprint. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. However, there is almost always need for change. Even if you're at the top, there's often room for adjustment. 2, decide who your community influencers are with the program and get them on board. 3, create a vision of where those influencers and your community want the program to go. 4, share that vision with everyone. Create energy, focus on intentions and successful behaviors. Do not accept less. 5, find creative people who add energy and excitement. Find and celebrate small successes in those programs to start to build that expectation of success. 6, clarify the vision and end goal so it won't be misinterpreted. Do not accept less again. 7, begin building trust. Trust is built with competent, caring people of character who are driven to complete the end goal. 8, be an example of new direction and be overly passionate about it. 9, make hard, productive, and efficient work the foundation of everything the program does. And 10, empower community influencers and share leadership amongst those with passion. When I was reading that, I went, wow. I think of our community, our school, wanting to build a basketball program. So many of these 10 requirements to build a program fit perfectly into our football and baseball programs. We have a clear vision with those programs. We have clearly involved our community leaders, youth sports, youth programs. We get those folks. In fact, you often see youth coaches end up, by the time their kids get into high school, they're up there as an assistant coach helping with the program, and then it kind of does a full circle. The vision, which is a state championship, is clearly known by all. We don't accept less, and when we're short, even if it's a Final Four run, we're looking for heads. We have amazing examples of what it takes to reach these goals. Those are people in the community, like people like Tyler Almaguer, Mason Caperton, and so on, that come back and speak to those kids and let them know this is what you've got to do.
Set the standard.
Those goals are repeated regularly. We celebrate the little successes in each program along the way. I truly believe we must do these things to create a regularly successful program on the hardwood. We have an occasional year here and there where we're, maybe a top 10 or even a top 5 team, but it's not a norm. In football, this year we finished in the Final Four, and as I've mentioned before, we had people upset calling for the coach's head on a platter, and I like Greg, I'm not knocking him, I'm just being honest, and he knows that. There was people in the community that were not happy because we lost in the Final Four, because we lost at Jowl, and in basketball there's not that same expectation, and there's not that same pressure at this level. And so, anyway, as I was reading through these things, I went, wow, this is a website that gives advice and helps people build goals and whatnot for building a program. And then as I read that, I just was kind of blown away, because I was like, man, that's everything that some of us have talked about. And as I mentioned, it's not a knock on one people. There's 10 steps there. If you go through those 10 steps, at least 8 of those we do in football and baseball. But as I was counting them, we might do 3
in basketball.
And so, anyway, just my take. You guys know me. I'm passionate about it. I want to see us have success continually. I am super pumped, and I'll talk about it in my lead up for the boys game. I loved the environment that we had against Jowl the other day. I love the fact that we're having some success. I love the fact that the student section is getting rowdy. That's just one step. We got a lot of other steps that we need to meet, and if we'll do those, I think we can eventually have a consistent program, but it does require some change, and sometimes people don't like change, and when you start talking change, you make people mad. But anybody can make that change. I'm not saying that it requires let's get rid of people. I'm saying it just requires an attitude change, a vision adjustment, or coming up with a vision.
That's the key word: vision or growth.
Yes.
Once you start dropping the word change, people get defensive or complacent, or just want to get away with that.
Yeah.
But if we start using the word new vision, a new growth in this particular sport, especially with this new gym coming along, that's a great pedestal. That's a great foundation we can jump off, leap off, and continue moving forward. And when you're talking about baseball and football in Eunice, it's already instilled in us. It's already a tradition.
Yes.
That we pass on to our kids, and our kids pass on to their kids.
Yes.
And especially if you're homegrown.
Yep.
And you wear that Cardinal with pride. So that's something that hopefully we can continue growing here in basketball, especially this new gym. Go out and vote. Remember, guys. Hopefully that can be the beginning of it. That can be the foundation, so we can continue moving forward with these 10 steps you just brought to us this evening, and to the listeners who are listening right now.
The company I work for, we have a set of core values, and one of them is one of them is about change.
Right.
Drive change. And a lot of people, like you said, don't like that word change.
Yeah.
And so I put it to them when I'm talking to some of our guys. I say, well, let's call it something different then. It's change, but let's call it improvement. How about that?
Yeah, or adjustment or something.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, how about let's embrace and drive improvement.
Yeah.
Instead of embrace and drive change. You just don't like the word change.
Yeah. Well, and I go back to what I've said so many times, Charlie, as we talk about this. I'm not saying that we need to get rid of everybody. That's never been my point. I'm saying we need to make that change like you're talking about there. Yeah. We need to make those adjustments. And because here's the reality, and I used to have the numbers. I don't have them here with me today, but I've went back multiple times over the last 35, 40 years in Eunice. And the last time I sat and put those numbers together, which it's been a few years, but when I sat down and added those numbers up, we've won like right around 50% of our games over the last 35 years. 50%.
And we're talking about basketball.
Just basketball, boys and girls.
Correct.
And if you take out a handful of years with both teams over the last 35 years, that number drops significantly because what's happened is we'll have a season or two where we do really good and have a 20-plus win season, and it brings that number up. But the reality of the matter is it's typically average throughout the years, 50% wins. I mean, no disrespect, but it's the reality.
Well,
Look at this girls' record right now. It's 9-8.
The change don't have to be people. The change can be a mindset.
Yes.
And we just got to set the vision now.
Yep.
We have the vision now for the future, and why not start right now, like I keep saying?
Yep, absolutely.
And that's what you're preaching to us and to whoever is listening. Just have the vision, the change to improve and to produce like we do in any other sport.
But you've got to make that as this program, and this isn't me. I didn't write this. This is written by a program, a company that does this stuff. They say you've got to get your folks involved, develop that vision, be passionate about that vision, and have it clear that everyone knows this is the vision and this is the goal, this is where we're going. And the goal cannot be what we're doing here today. 50-50 should not be the goal. And that's just the reality. And like I said, that's not some people say, well, it's negative, this and that. My point is not to be negative. My point is to drive that positive change because there is no doubt in my mind that we can be boys and girls a top 10 basketball team. In football, if top 10's not even accepted.
No,
okay?
top one.
Yeah. If you're not in the championship game, and probably if you're not the winner at the end of the season, there's a large chunk of the community and staff and players that don't see that as success.
Getting the pitchforks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
and right now we're talking about basketball, but you can apply this to anything.
Absolutely.
Track,
Absolutely.
Softball, which is another program that's kind of growing as well at the Eunice schools.
Yeah.
So little things like that we implement that could be implemented into the school district or by the coaches themselves, it will reflect them and their leadership among their students.
Well, and you've got to have those people in the community that are passionate to help drive that. And I'm a basketball guy, but I tell you, I can sit and watch a football game and disagree with what plays the Cowboys are calling or whatever. That don't mean I'm any smarter than that guy that's coaching the Cowboys. In fact, I'm sure I'm dumber. But I don't agree with his play calls. I may not agree with Mason, for example, on all his play calls. The one thing I will say for sure, though, about the guy is he's got a passion.
Yes,
he's out there, as he's excited. He's at the gym all the time. He's at the park with a ball in his hand. He lives down the road from me. He's got that passion. And so whether you like, dislike, agree, disagree with his X's and O's, he's got the passion. Yeah. Nowhere in those 10 things does it say anything about X's and O's. It talks about passion. And that's one thing the guy's got. So here we go. Both teams are on the floor getting ready to start. We're in the Loving. Eunice in the red, Loving in the white. Loving wins the tip. And Loving's got the basketball. And just so everyone knows, we're a long way from the court. And so it's a long ways for me to see, and I'm old. So I'm going to do my best to get these numbers. Scramble on the floor for the ball. Ball ends up back in the hands of number 2-1. That's Montoya. Montoya going to hand it off to number 5, Flores. She's going to drop it in low, and it kicks back out to Flores, who shoots a long two. And it is good. That's Ebony Flores with the first 2 of the ball game. Jones under some full court pressure throws it ahead to McBee. McBee had her pass swatted away, and then they called something down low. It looks like they're going to call a foul on Loving.
It was a good idea, but she was blocked, but she kept with it and got her own rebound. And I believe she's going to be going to the free throw line, yes.
They called that foul on number 22, Brooklyn Rodriguez, for Loving.
Another Rodriguez. Oh, it was on the floor, huh?
Yeah.
They changed the call.
Yeah, they've changed it. They're going to have the Lady Cardinals throw it in on the baseline. So Eunice going to throw it right in. That was an amazing pass and a great finish. Alina Rodriguez with the assist and Kenna McBee with 2. Loving wastes no time pushing it back the other way. We've got a 2-2 ball game. Loving with the ball, swings it out here to Flores. Flores drops it inside. It comes back out. That looked like a travel, no call. Ball ends up in the hands of number 2, who takes a shot. Jones with the rebound, and here comes Chloe Jones running the other way, and she's going to lay it in for 2 on the run out. So Jones picks up 2.
Oh, and they turned it over.
Yeah, let me turn it over. They threw the ball in.
Eunice jumped into that full court pressure and threw Loving off there.
So Eunice gets the ball. Rodriguez throws it all to the back of the court to Chloe. Chloe tries to force the ball over to McBee, but it's turned over. Loving gets the ball, but they turn it over. McBee, oh, it was a jump ball. Hit the collar too soon there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we need to do, take care of the ball, right, Coach?
Yeah, we talked about that in the last game. That last game we had 28 turnovers. There's our first one of the ball game. So here comes Loving up in the full court pressure. They throw it into Jones. Jones she draws the double team. She's going to split through him and then kick it over to Maureen.
Oh, she walks.
And she traveled.
That's turnover number 2 already.
So the last time we played Loving in the first half, we struggled with this little 3/4 court, half-court trap. We've got to get somebody in the middle, that middle space.
Dump it off to him?
Yes, because that's where you break that 3/4 quarter, half-court trap down. So Loving with the ball. Got a long ponytail over the number. Couldn't quite see it. That's number 4, Granado, who throws up a shot. There's a battle for the rebound down low. Alina Rodriguez comes away with it. She pushes it ahead to Landra Maureen, who drops it in for 2. Alina Rodriguez with her second assist of the game, and Alondra with 2 points. Loving wasting no time, pushing the ball back this way. I have had numerous conversations with Chloe to tell her to quit fouling, so maybe she'll quit here in this ball game. Ball gets deflected around, ends up in the hands of Maureen.
Right up in front.
Yeah, and she slows up.
Which is smart. Don't want to have another turnover.
So Eunice with the ball. They get it over to Jones. Jones spins it around, takes it around the side, throws up a shot. It won't go. Ball gets deflected, ends up in the hands of Loving, and here comes Loving back the other way.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a carry there.
Yeah, no call on the what I thought was a carry. Ball gets deflected on the baseline, ends up in the hands of 2-1. That's Montoya. Maureen trying to go for the steal. It deflects off Flores for Loving, and it's going to be Eunice basketball. Once again, this is a little confusing here today as Eunice wears the red uniforms, white letters. Loving wears the white with red letters.
You're here in the first quarter. The score is 6-2. Eunice leads in Loving. The village of Loving, correct?
Yeah. So Jones with the ball, getting a little pressure. She's got 3 on her, skips it across to Maureen. Maureen down to McBee. McBee thought about it, then she skips it cross court to Rodriguez, who has a wide open 3. It won't go. Deflection of the rebound ends up in the hands of Loving,
nice
and then
pass.
they force a pass through the middle and turn it over.
That's something we have not done this game so far, is get an offensive rebound.
Yep.
We need to pick that up a little bit, in my opinion. But
you know, the last time we played Loving over in Jow, we struggled a little bit on the glass because, as you can look down there and see, they're a little longer than we are.
A little longer.
A little longer. So Eunice to throw it in. They get it into Maureen. Maureen now has it, trying to dribble through pressure. She goes right through the middle. Good job by Maureen, then throws up a running floater. It won't go. She gets her own rebound. Her putback was deflected. And so it's coming back the other way with Loving, and they're wasting no time. You can tell their game plan is to push the pace here. Ball gets deflected, ends up in the hands of Rodriguez. That's her second rebound of the ball game, and here she goes pushing it up the floor.
Pass.
She threw a beautiful one-hand fireball of a pass to the hands of Rodriguez.
to Martinez.
To Martinez, and it goes through her hands and out of bounds.
And she was wide open, too, for that little layup.
It's too hot to handle.
Too hot to handle, huh?
So 4:54 remaining here in quarter number 1. Eunice leads 6-2. Loving with the basketball. Coach calling out the play here that he wants. Loving going to slow it up. Eunice in that 1-2-2 zone. Loving dribbles around, throws it down low, and they're going to pick up an easy 2. That was number 32, Emily Green, and I think she led this Falcon team in scoring the last time these two teams met. Jones crossing people over through the middle, looking down low. She throws it to Sam Allen, who lays it in for 2. That's 2 points for Sam Allen off the Jones assist.
She did a beautiful job adjusting, going to the opposite side of the goal, getting open for Jones.
So Loving with the ball, pressure being put on up top by Kenna McBee, and she forces the turnover on the Falcons. It's 4-8. Eunice will get the ball again.
Eunice doing a beautiful job here, adjusting to their height, like you said earlier. Other than on the rebound side, but right now we're doing a good job on the defensive side, getting turnovers.
Loving is a little taller, a little longer team. They've now called the full court pressure off. They're in a 1-3-1 little half court defense, trying to clog up the middle, see if they can keep Eunice from getting those easy shots. Jones drives in, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Her three-pointer rattles around and goes in. Jones with another assist. Rodriguez with her first 3 of the ball game. I believe that's 107 three-pointers in her career. Loving with the basketball, that's Flores. She drops it over to the left side to 2-1. That's Rodriguez. Jasmine blocks it, and here comes Eunice running the other way. They get it to Jones. Jones drives through, throws a skip pass through the paint. It gets deflected out of bounds by Loving. It's going to be Eunice ball.
That's a good thought there, but all the defense just collapsed on number 42 for Eunice.
Eunice to throw it in. Loving don't have their defense set. Kenna McBee gets an open shot, and she drains it. Kenna McBee for 2 off the Alina Rodriguez assist, and the Loving coach wants to talk about it as the Cardinals are up 13-4.
Give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NN Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Carnor Hardware and Lumber. Our proud sponsors of tonight's game.
We've got a really broad, wide range of scoring, very balanced at this point. Sam Allen has 2, Kenna McBee has 4, Alondra Maureen with 2, Chloe Jones with 2, Alina Rodriguez with 3. So a very well-balanced scoring attack for the Cardinals as they lead 13-4, and we're a little over halfway through the first quarter.
Well, that's good, and also we only have 2 turnovers so far. That's very good.
And no fouls. I better start knocking.
There's a lot of wood.
A lot of wood.
Knock on Charlie's forehead.
I was going to say, I'll knock on my forehead.
And right now, there's no need for him to go out there and pressure him for you not to draw a foul either as well.
So Loving spreads the offense. They're in a 1-4 low set. They're going to rotate out of that. Eunice almost has the steal. Ball gets deflected out of bounds by Sam Allen. Good defensive hands by Sam.
And Eunice right now is running a defensive zone. They're running, what, a 1-2-2?
1-2-2, that's correct. So Rodriguez steps out there to apply a little pressure. She's going to get out there and get the steal now. She throws a nice pass down the floor to Kenna McBee, whose shot is up and in. Kenna McBee now with 6 points. Alina Rodriguez with another assist. That's 4 assists for Rodriguez, 6 points for McBee. Good job, Kenna. 3 minutes on the clock. A little screen at the top there by Loving. They save the ball, throw it back in. Eunice thought it had already went out of bounds. Flores takes a mid-range jumper, and it goes in. That's 4 points for Ebony Flores. Jones going to bring it back the other way. 6-15 is the score. 2:40 on the clock. They skip it cross-court to Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to drop it down low to Sam Allen. She throws it to a white jersey. Here comes Loving pushing it quickly back the other way. There's a beautiful steal by Kenna McBee, and here comes Eunice back the other way. Somebody got to go help her.
Get off her.
Ball gets deflected around, ends up in the hands of Loving. There's a shot that goes up and goes in, and that was, I believe, number 4, Granado.
Making the score 8-15. Loving's making a little small run here.
Had a good defensive play by McBee, but then when she took off dribbling, she got herself in a bind. Rodriguez with the ball now on the left wing. She throws up a floater. It rattles around and goes in. Alina Rodriguez with 2 more. That's 5 points for her. 1:50 on the clock. Loving going to bring it across the timeline. They throw it over to Flores. Back up top to 2-1 Rodriguez. I'm sorry, it's 2-2 Rodriguez. She skips a cross-court pass, and she was out of bounds down on the low. That's Samantha Kozart.
She wasn't expecting it. It came off the other player's foot and landed right back in her hand. So another turnover by Loving.
Kenna McBee and Jasmine Martinez come off the floor. Alondra Maureen and Aubrey Haller come in for the Lady Cardinals. 8-17 is the score. We're at 1:35 on the clock. Eunice to bring it across the timeline. Chloe Jones brings it across half court. She tries to throw a long cross-court skip pass.
It was a long, high, floating skip pass.
So Loving is in a 1-3-1 defense, and a lot of times what's open are those short corners on both sides. So we're trying to make that, and we've made some good ones. That one was just a little too far out there to try to make it. So there's Alondra Maureen with a little dribble through and a shot off the Jones assist. Maureen gets 2 more. She's now got 4 points. Jones with 3 assists.
Well, her automatic. It should catch it. She'll shoot it no matter what.
1:15 remaining here in quarter number 1. Loving with the ball. Cozart with it out on the right wing. Thought about the dribble drive, then kicks it over to number 3. That's Vasquez. Now it's going to be tied up out on the wing. Combination between Rodriguez and Alondra Maureen tie it up.
And it's going to be Eunice ball after that tie-up.
Kenna McBee comes in. Chloe Jones goes over for a break. 1:05 remaining here in quarter number 1. Loving still subbing. One ref was waving people in. The other one had already handed the ball in, so they correct it. And now they're going to go ahead and play it. 1:05 on the clock. 8-19 is the score. Maureen up top with the ball. Kicks it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about the NBA level 3, then skipped a cross-court pass out of bounds. That's the 5th turnover here in this ball game
right now,
for the Lady Cardinals.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's no reason for the Lady Cardinals to be pushing the ball that bad or making turnovers, forced turnovers.
Yeah, up 8-19.
Yes.
Loving with the ball. It ends up in the hands of Montoya, who drops it into Cozart over to Flores. Nice ball work by the Falcons. Sam Allen had the rebound. They took it away from her, and then she fouls them as they go back up with the shot. So that'll send Loving, I think, to the line. Or are they going to call it on the floor?
Oh, she was shooting too?
Wow. Yeah, she was shooting.
Okay.
That little girl's aggressive. She came in. She wants to play.
I can't tell what the number is.
It's number 12.
12?
Yes, sir.
12 is Sierra Rodriguez. She's got that big, thick ponytail that covers up that number. Hard for me to see.
Whoa.
She slams that first one off the glass. No good. We got substitutions coming. That's number 4. Kenya Granado coming back onto the floor. Number 5, Ebony Flores steps off. Flores has 4 points so far in this ball game.
The one that just stepped off the court?
Yes. No. The one that just came
okay.
on. So there's that next shot. It's up and no good. Alina Rodriguez grabs that rebound, and here comes the Lady Cards back the other way. They get it over to Maureen. Maureen got to get it back to Rodriguez, and she's going to she almost took the deep 3. Then she skips it and almost throws it away, but Kenna McBee comes away with it. Good hustle, Kenna. She
nice pump fake.
And throws up a shot, and a great move by Kenna McBee. That's 8 points already for her here in quarter number 1. What a quarter from Kenna McBee.
He's warming up, huh?
Yes, sir. So 2-1 is Montoya. Gets it to Flores. Now it's Granado. Back to Montoya. She's going to attack through the middle. Tries to skip past it. Rodriguez almost had the steal. And then they're going to give the ball to the Cardinals with 0.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 8-21.
They're going to be on the side now.
They're going to get Sam Allen. She's a softball playing machine. So I think they're going to have somebody. Frazier was trying to tell him to throw it down here, and he's grabbing his hair because he's like, I put you over there to throw it in because you got the big arm, and you hand it to the person right in front of you.
He's about to pull all his hair out down there.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's Eunice 21, Loving 8.
Give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Record and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service and Rentals, and Parker Energy Service.
You know, you guys know me. If you don't, you should by now. I always tell it like it is. I thought there wasn't a lot of calls in that quarter. But I thought the flow of the game was nice, and so I commend, as hard as I am on them when they do bad, I commend the officiating crew, which is a Hobbs group, and I know these guys.
You just jinxed them too.
Yeah, they'll probably butcher me in this next quarter, but I thought they did a really good job in the first quarter.
And also, Eunice shouldn't be pressing that much because it's 21-8 on either side, I would assume, because if you start pressing, people will get in foul trouble and cause more turnovers. Let the game come to you like they did the first quarter.
Yep.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, yep.
Let it come to you. Right now, it's not really that competitive. So.
Well, and you don't want to quit playing.
Correct.
I will tell you that years ago I was coaching a game, and we were playing Lake Arthur, and we were up 32 or 36 at halftime. In the third quarter, we got out there, got a little goofy. Boy. They ended up hitting a buzzer beater to send us into overtime at the end of that ball game.
No, I'm not saying that.
Because we all went to sleep winning by 30. Anyway, here comes Loving with the basketball. Got it out on the left wing. They're rotating it back, running a little what I call an overload offense over here, trying to create a mismatch. They get it over to Flores. Flores going to throw up a long 3. It rattles around, won't go in. They get a rebound and put back. It
Another
won't go
rebound.
in. Another rebound, and I think they're going to call Alina Rodriguez with the foul.
I thought she might have walked before that foul. She jumped and landed.
So 2-0. They did call that on Alina. That's her first foul of the ball game. 8-21 here in the quarter number 2.
We got to block out.
Yeah, it's like I said. I mean, you can look at those young ladies standing down there by Alina, who's one of our longest players, and she looks like she's probably given up 2-3, maybe more inches down there. And so, you know, they're just a little longer than we are down there under the basket. And the young lady that's shooting, I would guess, is pushing 6 foot.
Oh, easy.
And she's a hurdle runner, too. Last year didn't do much because she had a serious knee injury. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. She gets it over to Jones. Jones pushing it up the floor, gets it over to Rodriguez. Back to Jones. Jones dribbles around, looking through, throws a cross-court skip to Jasmine, back out to Maureen, over to Rodriguez, who shoots a deep 3. It won't go. Jones tries for the rebound. It goes over her head, ends up in the hands, and Maureen's going to steal it back. And here comes Jones, or Maureen, over to McBee. McBee with a little pump fake. Her shot's up. It won't go. Loving with the rebound, and here they come pushing it back the other way. They've got wide open people into the basket. Rodriguez does a really good job of stepping in. The ball goes off Rodriguez's hand, and they're going to say it's
No, it came off the
ball.
Loving player.
Also, it must have hit Rodriguez first and then her.
Correct.
So that works out good for the Cardinals. 6:58 remaining here in the first half. 8-21 is the score. We're a minute into this quarter. We ain't put any points on the board in this quarter.
We're about to right here, watch.
We skip it cross-court to McBee. McBee looks over toward Jones, and then she drops it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez slings it up top. It was almost taken away. We get it over to Jones. Jones going to dribble through the middle, throws up a shot. It won't go. Ends up deflected into the hands of Jasmine Martinez. She gets it cross-court to Rodriguez, and they're going to call Cozart for the push-and foul on the block.
They did a beautiful job, first of all, rebounding the ball, getting back, rotating the ball back to the opposite side, trying to get it underneath to Rodriguez.
You know, Loving has rotated into these passing lanes of our offense again.
You must have seen the game the other night.
And those are the things that hurt us last week when they started doing that. We've got to understand how to move and create a new passing lane when we're in trouble. So Jones with the ball up near the top, gets it over to Maureen. Maureen back to Jones, over to McBee. McBee thought about skipping through. She throws a long cross-court skip. It was almost stolen, ends up in the hands of Maureen, back to McBee. McBee with the runner. Her shot won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound, kicks it back out to Maureen, over to Rodriguez.
Oh, and she's tripped.
And Rodriguez gets tripped, and she goes to the floor again. I think that's about the 3rd or 4th time she's hit the floor today.
But this time she landed a little harder than normal.
Yep.
She's slow getting up. She did a good move, but they stick their foot out there and tripped her.
Yeah, so Aubrey Haller's going to come in. Rodriguez is going to head over to take a seat.
I noticed they're not putting the fouls on the board, like who got what foul or what.
Yeah, I agree with you. So McBee to throw it in, going to throw it in right in front of the Loving bench. Once again, Rodriguez just came out with a little, at least we hope, a little injury. They're looking down under the basket. They don't throw it up. They throw it up top to Maureen. Over to Jones. Back over to Maureen. Maureen dribble drives through the middle, throws up a shot high, bounces around for a while,
There's
won't
Haller.
go.
Oh.
Haller was in there battling, trying to grab a rebound. Ball gets grabbed by a Loving player and thrown off the legs of Haller. And it's going to be Loving ball.
I like Haller because she's very aggressive on the rebounding side. She likes going in, likes that contact.
Yep. 5:55 remaining here in the first half, 8-21. Neither team, after a huge scoring first quarter, neither team has put a basket in, and we're nearing the halfway mark.
Everybody's cold, huh?
Yep. They're going to call 3 seconds in the lane on that back side. That was Emily Green.
That was a weird whistle.
Yeah, it did sound funny.
Yeah, it's probably cold too, huh?
You know, some of those whistles have that little, what do they call it, the P in the
yes.
inside of it, and sometimes it'll stick. It sounded like his pee stuck.
Pea stuck.
Yeah, when you get your pee stuck, it's not good. All right, Jones brings it across the timeline, 5:30 on the clock. Kicks it over to McBee. McBee looking down low.
Backside.
See how they're in the passing lane, and we're just standing, so they're rotating into that passing lane. We've got to make those adjustments.
And that was a turnover.
There's a shot that goes up, no good. McBee with the rebound, and she's pushing it back the other way.
Watch the backside.
She's going to attack, throws up a shot. It won't go, and then we're going to have a jump ball, I would guess, if they call it.
It's going to go 11. It
Down
took
low.
a while.
Took them a minute.
That's a long jump ball.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy. How
When
can
we
you
get back to offense, watch the passing lanes. Loving's rotating up into those passing lanes, and we're struggling. I don't worry about it. My wife's sending messages to my phone, and Resendo's using the app on my phone to run the scores deal. So if she sends you anything special, let me know. But
okay, I sure will.
5 minutes to go here, 8-21. Ball's in the hands of Flores, who kicks it over to Montoya, down to Rodriguez, back to Montoya, inside to Flores. Her shot is up, it won't go. Emily Green with the rebound put back, it won't go. Big contact down low, no calls. Jasmine Martinez gets her leg rolled up on.
She was pinned underneath her.
And they call it jump ball, so I think it's going to be Eunice ball.
Yes, sir, I believe you're correct.
So Jones to throw it in, 4:40 on the clock. It's 8-21.
And like you said, nobody has scored in this quarter.
Here's the pass. Once we get it to the wing, watch them. They'll rotate into those passing right there.
Just right there.
They rotate into that passing zone, and then we're not adjusting. There's a foul on Maureen.
And that's the second time we've gone down and had a turnover at it.
Man, I've seen it ever since the quarter ended. It's ever since the quarter ended, their coach made an adjustment during the quarter, and they're rotating into our passing lane, and we're just standing. And so basically they're rotating right where we're trying to pass it, and it's that adjustment has hurt us.
And what's hurting them, they can't make free throws or a basket when they get those steals.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're still winning 8-21, but that was the score at the end of the first quarter.
Still got it.
And we're halfway through the second quarter. I haven't put a bucket on.
And we got like 19 players on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say there's 6 Falcons. There goes one off. Some confusion as Gabby Vasquez, number 3, comes on. So the next free throw is up. It rattles around. It won't go. There's a battle down low for it.
It's going to stay over here on the Loving's end.
So Loving's going to end up with the ball again. We're struggling on the boards down low.
That's
and
an
we've got our
understatement.
3 big, our post players down there playing.
Correct.
There's a long pass up top. There's a steal in the middle by Sam Allen. McKenna McBee with the ball. Almost throws it away. Gets knocked out of bounds. So we'll give Sam Allen that steal, and then the ball's going to be Eunice's down on the baseline. McBee was trying to force it into one of the posts down low, and one of the Loving players jumped in the passing lane.
A lot of substitutions going on here.
Yes, I concur.
That means in and out players.
4:14 remaining in the first half. Kenna McBee to throw it in under our basket. Loving in the 2-3 zone now as they've run that 2-3 zone off the inbounds play. We drop it into, we force it back up, ends up in the hands of Jones. Jones kicks it over to Martinez, who throws it down low to Haller, who has her shot blocked out of bounds, bringing the few Loving crowd members that are here to their feet.
He said the few, the proud.
All 4 of them got up while
The Falcons. All right. So McBee to throw it in. She's looking down low, drops it over to Martinez. Martinez out to Jones. Jones over to McBee. There's the passing lane. See how they've rotated into those passing lanes, and there they go. We don't adjust, and it's another turnover. That's 8 turnovers here in this ball game.
The ball's still alive, guys. Play it.
Everybody's just looking at it.
Over to McBee. We'll give it to Allen. We'll give her another, we'll call it
a loose ball, rebound, top of the go up.
They get it to Jones at the free throw line. Her shot rattles off the back of the rim, won't go. Jasmine down there battling.
We're going to call here. Somebody blew the whistle. We call it a jump ball. And nobody has scored. A lot of opportunities have been on both sides. But
so we got multiple subs coming in. Jasmine Martinez goes out, and so does Kenna McBee. For us, Maureen comes in, I believe, and Rodriguez comes back in.
Hopefully we can score something, all right?
Still have not changed scores since the end of the first quarter. It was 8-21. It's still the same. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this first half. I thought that was a travel. There was two travels.
Yes.
I just saw 2 travels right there.
That's NBA traveling, coach.
That was like LeBron James picking the ball up at the other free throw line
and
walking it to the other side without dribbling. There's a long shot.
Oh, she made it.
And in by 3-2. That's Emily Green. That's 4 points for her.
I'm going to cheer for anybody who scores right now.
It's 21-10. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Rodriguez with the ball. Once again, they're rotating into those passing zones. There's a travel and a turnover. That's 9 turnovers. We do a poor job of adjusting. That's all there is to it. We can sugarcoat it if we want to, but we don't adjust. Frazier's going to take a timeout and see if he can make that adjustment. Their coach made some adjustments in between quarters, and they've rotated into those passing lanes, and we haven't done anything to counter it, so we're struggling.
At all, and what's hurting Loving right now, they just can't score any baskets when they get to the other side.
Yeah,
So give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service Rentals, Parker Energy, Garner Hardware Lumber, and Devon Energy.
You know, in that first quarter, Kenna McBee had 8 points. Alina Rodriguez had 5. Jones with 2. Sam Allen with 2. We haven't put another point on the board since, and we're well over halfway through the second quarter.
We had more turnovers than points.
Yes. In the first quarter, we only had 4 turnovers.
It was vice versa.
We've now added 5 to that. We've had 5, and like I said, we're over halfway through the second quarter.
So our goal is to put some points on before halftime. I should have been a carry.
That is a carry for sure, and no call.
She's going to shoot a 3.
Loving with the ball. Flores throws up a 3. It won't go. There's a huge battle for the rebound between Jones and 2 much bigger players. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Eunice ball.
You see what I seen, right?
I thought she was tackling people. Yeah.
She's hanging on their arms for a second.
Looked like monkey bars. Jones with the ball over to Maureen.
Losing pull-ups.
There they go, rotating into that passing zone. Jones meets the ball, dribbles through the middle, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Oh.
Is that a travel or foul?
No, that's a foul. So the foul is called on 22. That's Brooklyn Rodriguez. That should be her second. That's what I have her. Loving
Are we in the bonus yet?
No, there's just 4 foul calls. So Loving hadn't been putting the fouls up on the board as far as who fouls. And so I'm trying to keep them myself over here, and we're at the very top back of the arena.
Nosebleed section, right?
Maureen has the ball taken away, and then she's going to foul. That's 10.
No, they call it a jump off.
Oh, did they?
Yes, sir. And it's going to stay over here on the Eunice side.
So
it was kind of an aggressive jump ball. Let's just put it that way.
Wow. So I'll take that turnover off the board and put it back to 9. All right, so Eunice to throw it in on the baseline.
They ran into each other.
They throw it up top to Jones. Jones going to dribble drive. She gets fouled and throws up a shot.
That's 22 again, right?
It is 22. That's at least 3 on her that I've got marked here, and I think I'm right. Once again, they're not putting them up on the board, and they're leaving 2-2 down on the floor. She's down under the basket, so coach not liking that call. He's over visiting with the official. Jones will head to the free throw line. Her first free throw bounces off the front of the rim and is short.
Eunice still doesn't have to score in this quarter.
Yeah, 2:20 remaining here in the first half. Once again, Eunice scored 21 points in the first quarter, has not scored since. Jones to the free throw line.
There it is, money.
And she breaks the lid off the top of it. Maybe we should go back to pressing. Rosendo jinxed us with saying we shouldn't press no more.
I didn't say press. I let the game come to you. Nothing's coming to us right now.
Yeah, it quit coming.
Oh.
So Aubrey Haller with the steal. They get it over to Rodriguez, who skips it long cross court to Jones, over to Maureen. Maureen going to step through, throw up a shot. It won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound. She kicks it out to Maureen, who drops it in for 2. Alondra Maureen now with 6 points off the Alina Rodriguez assist. That's 5 assists already in the first half for Rodriguez. So a little back and forth between Vasquez and Flores playing catch up top. Ball ends up back in the hands of Vasquez. Vasquez over to Flores. Flores looking around to do something with it.
Yeah, she's studying the group, huh?
And she drops it in the middle, and then it's going to be tie. Oh, they're going to call her for a travel.
They don't. Number 2 for Eunice and number 22 from Loving they're playing a little aggressive towards each other. Did you see that?
A little shoving match
afterwards. I like that.
Alondra Maureen steps off, and Aubrey Haller steps off. In comes Jasmine and Sam Allen, I believe. Jones brings it down, flips it over to McBee, who gets it into Allen, who tries to force a pass over to Rodriguez. Ball goes out of bounds.
I thought she was going to shoot that. She was kind of wide open. But keep in mind, it's her first year to play. She might be a little bit timid on that.
So Frazier tried to put him up there in the full court pressure. I guess they didn't hear him. No, he's asking for what's their ball. So Flores with the ball in the left wing, kicks it back up to Vasquez. Vasquez to Flores. Flores dribbling around. Jones trying to keep her where she's at. Then Jones
blocks it.
Snatched it away, then knocks it back out to McBee. Run and look. 58 seconds to go here in the first half. 10-24 is the score. They get it over to Jones. Jones, man, got hammered. No call. Rodriguez on the shot off the Jones pass. And that is 2 more points for Rodriguez. She's now got 7. Eunice started making some buckets here. 10-26 is the score. 39 seconds on the clock here in the first half. They skip it down in the corner to Green. Green tries to get it out to Vasquez, and then they're going to call Rodriguez with the reach-in foul there as she reached and slapped across. I don't know if that's 2 or 3 on her. Frazier quickly sent someone to the table for her.
Probably 2.
I hope it's 2 and not 3.
I hope it's just 1, huh?
I know it's at least 2 because that's what I got on my sheet. But anyway,
it's a weird game, huh?
Yes, Loving with the ball. They're going to throw it in over on that far side. Flores going to throw up a 3.
Flat 3, but it went in.
Man, it hammered home. That's 7 points for her. 13-26. Jones brings it across the timeline, drops it over to McBee. McBee, I thought, traveled, no call. Good pass.
In and out.
Sam Allen had a nice gimme there right under the basket. It rolled all the way around the rim, did the toilet bowl, and fell off.
But she gets on rebound, goes back up, and gets fouled.
Yes.
She's just patting her stats. That's all she's doing.
That's right.
As long as we make these free throws, we'll be in good shape.
So Sam Allen will head to the free throw line. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. 13-26. And Sam Allen stepped up there and slammed it home like a champ. That's 3 points for Allen.
She needs to shoot the ball more often.
Oh, man, that was a nice one. Her next one,
lane violation.
No call on the lane violation. Loving with the rebound. They're going to push it with 8 seconds to go. Allen running down the floor trying to play some defense. Jones gets in there and gets the rebound, and they're going to call the foul. And I think that'll send Jones to the free throw line with 2 seconds to go.
1-1.
She did a beautiful job blocking out there, getting in the right position, and there's 2 players over her. So who did they give the foul on?
I couldn't tell for sure. And once again, they're not going to put it up on the screen. So
it looked like number 5. That
number
would be
5
2 on her, I think, but I didn't see what the referee said.
I'll put it here. I'm not certain either.
And she got the last one too, so that's 2. Right away for her.
So we're in the 1-1 situation, correct?
Yeah, in the bonus. So Jones will head to the free throw line with 2 seconds to go here in the first half. She steps up there, takes a few dribbles.
That looks away, and she shoots and makes it.
And she goes in. So that
is the trick of the trade.
So that's 4 points so far for Jones. Once again, 2 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first half. 13-28 is the score. Her next one is up, and it goes in again. So Jones with 5 points now here in the ball game. They take a long half-court shot. It won't go, and at the end of the first half, the score is Eunice 29, Loving 13.
Give a shout-out to our sponsors real quick. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Corner Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Record and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, and MR Pipeline LLC. Our proud sponsors of today's games here in Loving, the village of Loving.
Best sponsors in the business.
I'm telling you.
That's right. In that half, Kenna McBee led all scorers. She has 8 points. Lena Rodriguez is next in line with 7. For the Lady Cardinals, you've got Alondra Maureen with 6, Chloe Jones with 5, Samantha Allen with 3. Over on the Loving side, you've got Ebony Flores with 7, Emily Green with 4, Kina Granado with 2, and that is the scoring. On some of these other stats, looking across here, Alina Rodriguez has 4 rebounds, a steal, and 5 assists. Chloe Jones has a rebound and 4 assists. Alondra Maureen with 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Kenna McBee with a rebound. And Jasmine Martinez with 2 rebounds. Sam Allen with 2 rebounds and a steal. And Aubrey Haller with a steal. That's what I've got so far. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, Go Eunice Cardinals!
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. We're live here in Loving, New Mexico in a District 4 2A battle between your Eunice Lady Cardinals and the Loving Lady Falcons. I'm here alongside my partners, Charlie Fairbrush on my right side. He's got the camera. He's a.k.a. the Thumb. There's the Thumb. And on the other side, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, school board member Rosendo Caballero.
How you doing this evening, Mr. Jones?
Doing well, doing well. When we got here, and you guys will have to understand this, I don't know if Charlie can even remotely get a shot from there, but there's these huge fans in Loving's gym.
Got a good shot
and
of it.
the name of the fan, and it's a legitimate company, you folks can look it up. I'm not cursing, I'm calling the name of the fan. The name of the fan is the Big Ass Fan. It says it right there.
I can see
And there is a
zoomed in
company called the Big Ass Fan Company. You can look it up, search it up on Google, and you can buy these large fans. I've actually looked at them before. They make all kinds of different fans. They had this Big Ass Fan going when we got here on full speed, and it was creating a big hurricane in this place. I had to go out and get a jacket. My nose was running. I was sitting in here shivering. And the funny thing is they have another one over there on the home side.
That one's not working, right?
That one wasn't on. It was
Yeah.
this sucker full blown getting after it.
That was like welcome to Loving, fellas.
They finally turned it off. It's now warmed up a little bit in here. And anyway, we're at halftime of the varsity girls game. Just over a minute to go in halftime. And in Loving, they may just zero the time out here in a minute. There ain't no telling. But the score at halftime is Loving 13, Eunice 29.
And hopefully the Eunice Lady Cards warm up or get hot again like they did in the first quarter.
Man, they scored 21 points in the first quarter, and with just over 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, they finally got a free throw to go by Jones and then picked up a few more points. But 21 and a quarter is an awesome quarter. And
6 in another quarter's not.
Yeah, so, you know, I've mentioned it several times when I talk about our broadcast, and like I said, I know some of you out there that love your little one so much it irritates you and it's negative, but the reality of the matter is we played an amazing first quarter. Second quarter looked a little cold.
Ice cold, brother.
Hot,
ice cold,
hot
man.
first quarter, not so hot second quarter. I just tell it like I see it, and so we'll see if we can get something going here in quarter number 3.
And we don't know how many people have fouls or don't have fouls.
Yeah, they're not putting those on the board, so we don't. You know, I'm trying my best. We are at the far back top of this gym. I'm trying my best when they come over to the table and make a call to decipher what their fingers, and some of them got crooked fingers. They look like they got some of that osteoarthritis or whatever.
That might be 3.5 got the foul, right?
That's right. I can't quite tell what the fingers say. Either that or maybe that's just what it looks like from my
from your vision.
my vision, because my eyes don't work very good.
Charlie's nose was bleeding a minute ago, wasn't it?
That's
Yeah,
right.
I had to get some Kleenex
Yeah.
poked in it.
Thought I was up on top of the mountain. So anyway, here we go. Loving with the basketball. Coach is telling them to pull it back out and reset the offense. They just got going here. Flores with the ball. I thought she traveled. There's a shot. They're going to call Rodriguez for a foul down under the basket. I think that's at least 3, maybe 4 on her.
So we'll find out if they put a sub in right away, right?
I think one way or the other, you got to put a sub in. If
Yeah.
that's 3, I mean, we're 10 seconds into the second half.
It might be 3. Look at Marty's head just leaning to the right.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little frustrated himself right now.
Marty and I, we
Ball
talk
don't lie, man.
almost every single day. You got to understand, Marty and I have been friends since we were kids. And we text each other all day, every day. And we usually have very similar thoughts on basketball stuff. So I'm sure right now his head's down there thinking, dang it. Jones comes away with that rebound. She's on the run out. Then she slows it down and is going to reset it.
It's called pace, right?
I guess. I liked her going. But Howler
Well, she fouled. We're calling it foul because we got 2 refs blowing the whistle at the same time.
He's saying foul.
Jones threw a cross-court skip pass to Haller. Haller started to shoot, which would have been the thing to do, and then she changed her mind, and then she got hammered.
Was that 22?
I thought it was 21.
Yeah, they called it on 22. That's got to. I've got her at 4. But once again, they're not putting anything up on the board. I was trying to look and see who's down there running the board because whoever it is not putting much information on it. Rodriguez with the ball on the left wing. Crosses over, tries to drop it down, has it taken away. That's turnover number 10 for the Lady Cardinals. And here comes Loving back across the timeline. Flores with the ball, kicks it over to 21. That's Montoya. Montoya drops it in the middle. A shot is up. It won't go. Kenna McBee in there battling like a big dog. She gets that rebound, and now she's going to push it up the other way. Gives it to Jones. Jones to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a wide open 3. It rattles around, won't go in. Haller with the rebound and putback doesn't go in. And here comes Loving. Oh, man, that could have been a close one. They drop it into the middle. Shot up from Flores. Her shot won't go. Rodriguez in there battling. Pulls through. Looks down the floor. What a pass by Rodriguez. Oh, and Maureen has her shot blocked.
Swatted it.
I was already checking up the assist for Rodriguez, and here comes Loving back the other way. 6:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Eunice up 13-29. Loving with the ball. There's a long 3, and she did another one of those.
There's no arch on that at all, but it goes in.
That's 3. She's made 2 threes, but that's 3 shots that were from way out there that were very flat looking. Kenna McBee throws up a shot. And then Aubrey Haller actually grabbed the rebound, but then she stepped on the out-of-bounds line. So that's 11. Frazier now going to go back to the full court pressure. We did this in the first quarter to create that tempo, and then we got out of it because Resendo, he's on the scoreboard, and he said up here we should get out of it.
No, I did not say that. As we fouled somebody over here.
We're going to call Aubrey Haller for that foul.
I said, let the game come to you.
Yeah, he said, I think we should not press anymore.
The scoreboard says you
got to listen to him. If they say don't press the scoreboard, you got to not press no more. So
got to put words in my mouth, guys.
6:11 remaining on the clock. We're in the third quarter. It's 16-29. Loving with the ball. Eunice with 11 turnovers.
I'm going to mute you in a minute.
There's another one of those long, flat shots. The shot is up, and it's no good.
And the ball remains over here on the Loving side.
Yeah, they're going to say that ball belongs to Loving. Haller comes out. Sam Allen comes in. Eunice sets up in the 2-3 defense. Loving's going to have the ball right under their own basket. Here comes another sub.
That's a delay sub there, huh?
Cozart comes in. That'll be number 3, Gabby Vasquez, that comes off. So now they're going to hand it over to Loving. They're going to throw it in under their own basket. They do. Flores dribble drives. Oh, I thought she traveled, and then they kick it out here wide. The shot is up. It's no good. Maureen with the rebound. Oh, and she had it taken away by Flores. Luckily, they end up tying it back up, and that'll send the ball back to the Cardinals.
They're going to press us.
So here comes Jones. She's being pressed. She drops a nice pass over to McBee. McBee on the dribble drive. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Gets battled around down low. Sam Allen has it. Cozart takes it away. Then Jasmine takes it away from her. And then Jasmine fired a pass 100 miles an hour like a softball pitcher right off the forehead.
And ends up in the hands of McBee.
That's going to leave a mark.
That pass went off Sam Allen's forehead and then landed in McBee's hands like an assist, a header in football. I'm going to, if she makes this, I was going to say, I'm going to give Sam Allen an assist with that header.
Hey, those basketballs aren't as soft as those soccer balls.
I'm telling you. You did give her a glove. Hopefully she would have caught it with the glove, huh?
Man.
For a girl.
All kind of action going down there. McBee steps back to the free throw line. Her next one is no good. Here comes Loving. Their coach hollering to hurry, hurry, hurry. Ball gets deflected over to the right wing. That's number 12. 12 is Rodriguez. She kicks it out to number 4. That's Granado who takes a long 3. It won't go. Sam Allen had the rebound, then had it taken away. Shot is up, no good. Jasmine Martinez gets the rebound, kicks it over to McBee. McBee throws it cross court to Maureen. Maureen's like, I already had my shot blocked once. She backs it out, throws up a shot that won't go. Maureen takes it away down on the floor, kicks it over to Jones, and then McBee throws a cross court skip pass that goes out of bounds. Looks like they're going to say it's Eunice ball.
I don't know how, but it is Eunice ball.
A lot of action.
I concur with that ref down there. Good job, boss. A lot of action, but not really action, right, down there?
Well, once again, we're almost halfway through the third quarter. We ain't scored a point this quarter so far, so 2 quarters in a row of nothing.
Nothing but cold.
McBee with the ball, looking to throw it in. Throws it in up top to Jones. Jones skips it back to Maureen. Maureen dribbles toward Jones, throws it over to her, almost stolen away. Jones with it, back to Maureen. There's a dribble drive attack by Maureen. Her shot is up, no good. Jasmine down there battling, comes away with the rebound, and then we've got a...
Coach Jones screaming, Coach Fraser screaming for a timeout, and he never gave it to him.
Yeah, he's still telling the coach, or the ref, I was trying to get a timeout. No call.
Well, there's 3 refs. You think one of them could hear you.
Eunice in the full court pressure.
Right there.
Oh!
Took her feet out. That looks like a soccer move as well, huh?
Yep. So Jones was going for that steal. She got undercut by 12. That's Rodriguez, and that'll give the ball back to Eunice. And I have that as the first foul on Rodriguez. We get it into Jones.
Unofficially.
Going to dribble across the timeline, looking for somewhere to go with it. See how they're rotating into those passing lanes? We've got to adjust our offense. Ball ends up in the hands of Jones out on the left wing. She's looking down low over to Maureen. Maureen with an open look, and she knocks it down. And then there was a 2-3 red with the warning for slapping the ball as it came through the net.
That's Jasmine. She just likes hitting that ball, I think.
Yeah, that ball came through the net, and she slapped it. She's the front of our press. A lot of people do that. It's 31-16, Eunice in the lead. 4:15 on the clock here in the third. Long down court pass for Loving. Now they're going to reset their offense. That's 2-1, which is Montoya with it up near the top of the key. Jones applying pressure. She's going to cut through. Attacks, throws it over to Sam Cozart, whose 2 is up, no good. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. Kicks it over to Jones.
Push.
Jones on the attack.
Oh.
Man, got to go to the basket, and she throws a cross-court skip pass off the hands of Maureen and out of bounds, and that's turnover number 13.
Here's a good idea,
Cardinals.
But sometimes you got to be selfish, Jones.
Got to attack. 16-31, under 4 minutes to go. They throw the ball all the way down the court. Eunice not rotating. A shot is up, it don't go. Maureen comes away with the rebound, and now she's on the run out, attacking. She's going to float one right over the top of the defense. A nice play by Alondra Maureen. Eunice up in the full court pressure. They get it back over and push it up. Montoya throws it down low. Sam Allen with the steal.
Another turnover.
Gets it over to Martinez. Martinez going to lay it in for 2. Jasmine Martinez gets her first 2 of the game.
She almost got tackled from behind. Got a horse collar call.
That's what I thought. They throw it all the way down the court. Sam Allen did a great job hustling over. That's exactly what you want your safety to do. And she gets a foul, but I've only got that as her first one of the ball game. So that's exactly what you want, Sam. That's a good play by Sam Allen.
And she almost got there
cleanly.
Yes. Yeah, that was great hustle. That's exactly what you want that safety to do on the backside of that trap.
She's developed a lot from the very beginning of the season.
I agree. So Flores with the ball out on the left side, drops it into the middle to Rodriguez. She tries to skip it out here to Green, back over to Vasquez, back over to Flores. Her long, flat three-pointer won't go. Jasmine saves it right back to the other team who's standing under the basket and drops it in for 2.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
There's the old saying, you never save it under your own or under the other team's basket. And we did right there. McBee with the ball out on the left wing. Her shot is up, no good. It goes off the hands of Cozart. The Eunice fans screaming and hollering.
The score is 35-18 here in the third quarter. Eunice leads.
Yeah, they thought it was our ball too.
He's correcting it, I think.
Okay, it should have been our ball.
So Eunice ball. Like I said, it is a little confusing as both teams are red and white. So I think they've corrected it.
Give it to her. Wide open.
It right. Oh, and one to Howler. Aubrey Howler going to get the and one off the Kenna McBee assist.
23.
The Loving defense was a little confused there. She was wide open, made it look easy. On the inbound play, pretty nice.
They're making her tuck her shirt in, too. I noticed that in the first half. Everybody else on their team had their shirt tucked in, but she didn't.
Number 12 doesn't have it tucked in. She's trying to roll it up now.
She's not liking it either. She's mad. She's tucking that shirt in with some authority.
Oh, she would have got the
Cozart
rebound.
gets the rebound, kicks it down the floor to Vasquez. Vasquez trying to dribble across on Jones. Jones in there battling with him. Jones trying to get a steal there. They get it back over into the hands of Vasquez. Up. They're going to call Maureen now with the foul.
With the body, huh? Pushing her.
Yeah,
a
she
little
got
bit.
her. She threw her hands in the air like
That's
she
her
just
second.
didn't care. That's what I have is 2. Once again, for those of you at home, Loving is not putting the fouls up on the board, so we have no way of knowing the foul count until they.
Best guess.
Yeah. So Maureen comes off. Alina Rodriguez comes back into the ball game. 2:23 remaining here in the third quarter. Eunice up 18-37. Loving ball, throwing it in under their basket. They throw it in up top to Rodriguez. She looks over into the corner to Flores. Flores back to Rodriguez up top. She takes a skip hop, throws up a three-pointer, and it goes in. Sierra Rodriguez for 3.
Nice shot.
It's a 16-point ball game, 21-37. Jones with the ball, dribbles through the middle, drops it over to Rodriguez. Oh, I thought she was going to take it. She changed her mind. Oh, and Jones going to double dribble.
Took that extra step.
She was going to kick the ball out to Alina Rodriguez, and as she went to pass, as she picked the ball up, they jumped into that passing lane, and there went the passing lane.
Well, at least you didn't throw it away.
So Vasquez with the ball, skips a one-handed cross-court pass. It gets deflected around, ends up in the hands of McBee. McBee slows it down, looking down the floor. Skips it cross-court to Jones. Jones down in the corner to Rodriguez, who shoots for 3. Her 3 rattles around, won't go.
Get off
She
her
gets-
back.
Yeah, she gets jumped on
They did
from
call
the
it, right?
backside. Yeah, I believe that's going to be Cozart on the back of Howler.
She was all up on her, had her hand on her number 30.
Yeah,
23,
that is. They
that's
call
got
that
it.
on 23. That's Cozart. I only have her at 2, but I
it's
think I
3.
missed one, and I think
Pretty
it is
sure that's
3.
3 on her.
Because a while ago when I marked that first one, I thought there was another one. But like I said, they're not putting them on the scoreboard, so we can't tell.
Back to her.
They give it right back to Rodriguez. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez in there battling, and she had Cozart on her back
Back as
again.
They could've
No
called
call
it
that
right
time. Yeah, Frazier's over there telling the official about it again. Now he's clapping. He's going to go over and talk to this other official a while. Vasquez with the ball, gets it into Flores. Jones almost took it away, and they're going to call
was a
the travel. And so good job there. Good hands by Jones, and a good job by Howler coming over to move her feet to get in the
Trapping
dribble.
her in that corner.
Yes.
Good, beautiful job.
And a good call by the referee.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
All three of them participated in that one, huh?
21-37, Eunice to throw the ball in. Rodriguez going to throw it in. Jones up there set up to throw it in. Loving now going to back off the defensive pressure. Once again, they're in that 1-3-1. They like to trap on the wings out of this and rotate up into the passing lane. So they get it over to Jones. Once again, they almost threw it away there. That passing lane rotation is killing them.
So-
Absolutely killing us.
So they blew the whistle right before for 3 seconds. Was that a turnover or the 3-second violation?
No, it's a
3
turnover
seconds.
either way.
Okay.
3 seconds is a turnover. Anytime the ball goes from one team to the other,
That's
it's
a turnover.
It's a turnover.
So that's what, number 3 in this quarter? Number 4?
Yep. 37-21 is the score. We've got 15 on the game.
Wow.
And we're in the third quarter. So they skip it all the way down the floor. Jones with the steal. She's pushing it up the floor. She's going to throw up a runner. It goes off the glass, won't go in, and then
Over the back. 23 again.
Yep. She
so
should
they're
be.
going to call a foul down low, I believe, on 2-3.
That's at least 3 and maybe 4. 23.
Yep, they did call it. Frazier did a good job soliciting that one. So
Every time I hear that word, I don't think it's used the right way, huh?
well, especially from your point of view. You're over close to Andrews.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
So anyway, Rodriguez to throw it in down under the baseline. She gets it into Howler. Howler back to Rodriguez. Her shot's up. It don't go. Oh, now they're going to call a foul on Eunice down there as Cozart's in there battling. One thing about Cozart, she's battling. Sometimes it's by jumping on people's back for a piggyback.
1-0. They gave that to
10, that'll be McBee. I only have that as her first, but I can tell you my numbers may not be perfect. The fouls is the one thing I typically don't keep up with because it's up on the board. Oh, there's a travel.
Oh.
That's a travel.
Any way you look at
Oh, there was
come
a
on,
man push to the face.
it. Wow.
Oh,
no
man.
blood, no foul.
She was a little upset. They're trying to punch her.
Yes.
Gave her a little jab to the Jones there.
Yeah, she took a right-hand swing at Jones. That was a full-blown swing.
Yes.
Jones was down there laughing about it.
Yeah.
She'll get her back in a minute. Watch. She'll go get 2 fouls on her
I
real
was
quick.
going to say, the problem with Jones is she's got a little of daddy in her.
A little sneaky, too.
Yeah, she'll run down there and jump on somebody's head in a minute just to say I did it.
Hook them elbows on. Choke her out.
Yeah, well, she might not whoop nobody. She don't weigh 80 pounds, but she'll definitely.
You know she was there.
Yeah, you gotta.
They think the mosquitoes will just bug you and bug you and bug you, right?
You gotta tell somebody like her, hey, come over here and talk to me a minute. Relax. We don't need no troubles.
I had a buddy of mine one time. He used to say, I might not whoop you, but that first 2 minutes going to be rough.
That's right. You're going to wake up tomorrow and know I was around. All right, so the ball goes out of bounds off the missed free throw. It's going to be Loving ball under the basket. They throw it out here into the corner to Montoya. I thought she walked. A shot goes up. It won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound. That's rebound number 6 for her. She slows it up, brings it down, gives it to Jones. Jones back to Rodriguez, back to Jones. Jones thinking about the three, then skips it over to Rodriguez, over to McBee. Jones and Rodriguez both had the same thought. They both rotated into the middle in the same spot. McBee.
They're holding for the last shot.
I think they're holding for the last shot, but they'll take that layup right there. Kenna McBee with a great assist. And Jasmine Martinez gets her 4th point of the ball game. And there's
she made it there last
she
time
did
too.
it again, too. There's another long 3 by Sierra Rodriguez.
Wow.
8 seconds to go. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds, and we throw it away. And luckily, they stepped on the line, and it's going to be Loving basketball. We like them long cross-court passes that go to the other team.
Can't be doing that, man.
Eunice ball.
You should have adjusted to that already.
So Eunice to throw it in. They get it into Jones. She's going to throw up a 3 at the buzzer. And it almost goes off the glass and goes, and she gets fouled, so she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a few.
That would have been nice, man. Who fouled her? They didn't tell you?
I didn't see the number.
Oh, they're saying it's on the floor. 3 shots? No, 3 shots.
Oh, she was shooting?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna let her shoot 3.
I'm not sure who fouled her.
So Chloe Jones, I'm not either. She's going to head to the free throw line. These type of free throws always kind of stink because everybody's gone but you.
He's out there by yourself.
Yeah. Her first one goes in, so Jones makes the first one.
That looked very pretty. It didn't stink to me right there. Not one bit.
Yeah. She made the first one. She'll get another one here.
There it is.
And there's the next one, so she makes that one.
Uno más.
And she'll get one more.
And we're even quiet up here.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to where I just stay quiet when she shoots. I feel like I jinx her. See, I started talking on that one, and she made it. Missed it. So that's 7 points for Jones. At the end of the third quarter, it's Eunice 41, Loving 24.
Shout out to our sponsors real quick. New Mexico Rentals Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Devon Energy, Carnell Hardware and Lumber, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas are proud sponsors of tonight's game.
You know, of course, I like that last call, no doubt about it. But I go back to what I said at the end of the first half. I may not agree with all the calls this group has made, but I think they've done a good job. And
I concur.
I'm not sure if today's I thought I saw something about it's officials week, or maybe that was I think it was this week was officials week. So
is that why you're being nice?
Yeah, but these guys have done they really have done a good job. And that's I believe you got Mr. Rice out there, you got Keith, I think Simpson over there on that side. And I'm getting old, but I know this man down here. I can't remember his name, but I've known him for years too. Is it Martin?
Don't get me to lie.
Martin Flores, I think is his name. Anyway, they've done a good job. We got another quarter. I may scream and holler at them in a minute, but right now they've done a good job. So Eunice with the ball, we throw it away, and then we get it right back. That's another turnover, and then a turnover on Loving. So it's going to be Eunice ball after all that. That's 16 turnovers on the game.
And the magic number is 21, correct?
Man, it was until the other day. And Hagerman, we had
like
28,
right?
28
yes.
and 1. So my magic number went away, but that's still not a good deal. Maureen with a long shot. It won't go. Ball's deflected around the floor, still a fight for it.
Did you see how far 23 blocked that Howler?
Yeah.
Almost to the free throw line.
So that's going to be
Our ball.
Eunice ball. All the Eunice people are headed the other way. I don't think they know.
Where my homies go.
They throw it up top to Jones. Jones with the ball at the timeline, looking down, tries to skip it. She did to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to take a three. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound and the putback. Good job, Jazzy Jazz, with the rebound and the putback. That's 4 rebounds, 6 points for Jasmine. 7:20 on the clock in the game. 24-43 is the score. Flores with the ball. Gets it up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has already hit a couple of long threes. She takes like a crow hop when she shoots it. Looks like she's throwing it home from outfield, but it's went in.
Oh, wow.
Lena Rodriguez with just a rip away, and then they end up taking it back the other way. So they get it up top to Green. Green going to shoot a long three. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with number 5 rebound. Gets it over to Marine.
No.
Marine throws it right to their team. And here they come back the other way. That's that crow hop shot. It don't go. And the rebound and the putback by Green go in.
That was kind of real sloppy basketball there. Real sloppy basketball.
Yeah, Frazier's going to take a timeout. He wants to talk about it. 26-43. 6:34 remaining on the clock in this ball game.
It's been kind of sloppy. We'll give a shout out to our sponsors: Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, and Parker Energy Service.
And the Parkers are here.
Yes, sir, they are.
I did see them. I did see them present. You know, I don't see them near as much as I used to. I don't know if it's because it's winter time or what. I stay inside where it's warm when I'm not doing one of these things, but I don't see them as much. But good people, we appreciate them for sure. Both teams coming back out onto the floor. 6:34 remaining here in quarter number 4. 26-43 is the score. Eunice in the lead.
It's a tough game to watch, I could say. I don't know about like Hagerman's game the other night. That was kind of tough too, but this one.
That was real tough to watch.
And you're by yourself too.
It was easy to watch because I was laying on the
bed?
Kind of laying on the bed watching it.
So Loving trying to step up that defensive pressure. Here they are in the passing lanes again. Rodriguez with a nice little step-through pass, and then Maureen going to turn it over in the paint. And so it's going to go back the other way. That's 19 turnovers for the Lady Cardinals.
And that's coming in after a timeout, so it's pretty much a set play to come into, right?
Yeah.
He did not execute that one, huh?
You know, I had that heart surgery. I've got some of these pills in my pocket
may need
just in case.
some.
I was thinking maybe I wish you'd have had one of those Hagerman.
You know, ever since that hospital stint I had back years ago when I was coaching, I usually, every morning I have to take my little baby aspirins, and I have to take multiple baby aspirins. And
a shot of Patron, huh?
Yeah.
I got these nitroglycerin.
Man, that may be what I need next, especially if we keep having games with 20-plus turnovers. So anyway, we got a timeout on the floor again. 6 minutes to go in this ball game. This second half has seemed like it took forever.
No lie, dude.
Yeah, so, and this is a full timeout this time. Just a kind of a rundown here. Alina Rodriguez with 7 points. Chloe Jones with 7 points. Alondra Maureen with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points for Alondra Maureen.
Wow.
Kenna McBee with 8. Jasmine Martinez with 6. Sam Allen with 3. And Aubrey Howler with 2. Jumping over to some other categories, Alina Rodriguez has 6 rebounds. Jasmine Martinez has 5. Alondra Maureen with 4, and Jones, McBee, Allen, and Howler all have 2. Steals, Alondra Maureen has 3. Sam Allen and Rodriguez both have 2. Jones has 1, Kenna has 1, and Howler has 1. Assist, Jones has 5, Alina Rodriguez has 5, Alondra Maureen with 1, Kenna McBee with 1. Down on the other end, as far as scoring goes, you've got 10 points from Ebony Flores, 6 points from Sierra Rodriguez on 2 long threes. Emily Green with 6, and Samantha Cozart with 2. Kina Granado with 2. So Eunice with the ball, 6 minutes remaining in this game. Loving in that 1-3-1. They're in a little half-court pressure here. They've stepped it out a little bit. See how we get down too low to that those passing lanes are messed up. We get the ball into Howler. Her shot's up, no good. Green with the rebound. They're going to push it up the floor. They throw it toward Howler. Howler with the steal, and then they're going to call her with the travel.
Okay.
So that's good hands by Howler.
The future is there with those young ladies.
Yeah, and most of these young ladies are young. Jasmine Martinez is a senior. All the rest of them are underclassmen. So Jones fouls somebody, no call, good job. Jones fouled somebody again, no call. Jones trying to sneak in behind.
Don't jinx her. We still got a whole fourth quarter here to play, boss.
So Loving with the ball over here in the middle. They throw it into Cozart. Cozart's going to try to dribble through. She throws up a shot, and it goes in. Samantha Cozart with a good-looking shot. Jones throws it into Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Jones. Rodriguez asking the coach about the play. Once again, Loving in that 1-3-1 half-court trap. They get it over into the corner to McBee. She tries to force it down low. It's a throwaway. That's turnover.
She walked.
That's turnover number 20. 20 turnovers for the Lady Cardinals.
No.
You got to get the ball. And there's a travel. No call. And there's the scroll.
Hopping three, shooting. She's 3 for 3 from that one spot.
For Rodriguez.
That was Eunice's ball. Everybody stopped playing there.
And we've got a 12-point ball game here. Eunice has went to sleep.
Telling me about it, and they're still pressing the ball.
Yep.
Wow, give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Carnell Hardware and Lumber. That was a crazy series of plays out there. The ball, the whistle never blew.
Here's my take, and I'm going to give you my Jimmy coach's take. We quit playing at the end of the first quarter. We were up 21-8. Everything was going our way. We pulled off the press. We went to sleep. Yeah, I think it was your fault. We thought we're up. We got this. It's just cruise control. Mm-hmm. And in basketball, sometimes when you do that, people always say, well, you were up. Why didn't you do this or that? Well, you get to putting it on cruise control too much, and everybody gets into that mode. It's hard to get pumped back up and get things going. And we ain't had it going since the first quarter.
That's when we scored the 21 points, correct?
21 in the first quarter.
With 2 turnovers in that quarter.
Yep. So, anyway, we're at 20 turnovers for the ball game. Eunice to throw it in, 4:45 on the clock. They've rotated out into a 1-2-2 half-court trap now, trying to get in those passing lanes. We get it to McBee. McBee gets it back to Jones. Here comes the pressure. McBee throws it over to Jones again. Jones going to dribble through the middle. She throws up a shot. It won't go, and Jones going to foul, no call. They're going to push the ball up the floor. Rodriguez up there, she got to not touch people because she's got foul trouble. There's a long shot that goes up, rattles around, won't go.
Get off her back.
Howler, and then she got a little shove to the back. Aubrey Howler with a good rebound there in traffic. McBee with it. Jones got to go help. McBee has it taken away, and then they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to go the other way. That's turnover number 21 for the Lady Cardinals. Oh, no, they're going to – they're discussing the –
Who's that hollering?
One of the Loving fans is hollering, good call.
So they've corrected it, so the jump ball will go the other way. So I'll take that turnover off. It's still at 20. We get it into Jones. Jones dribbling through, hands it back to McBee. Back over to Jones. Over to Rodriguez in the corner, who shoots for 3. Her 3 won't go. She's having a rough day.
Don't call that foul.
Oh, they called the ball hitting the top, I think.
Okay. I thought they called a foul on Howler. Don't call that. She wasn't even near her.
31-43. It's a 12-point ball game.
Here in the fourth quarter.
Yes. Here comes Loving. Flores with it on the left wing. She throws it into the middle to Montoya, who drops it over to Cozart. And a nice block, but we stop again. We stop playing. Jones takes it away. She's pushing it up the floor, throws it up the floor to McBee, and McBee lays it in for 2. That's 10 points for McBee. Another assist for Jones off her steal. Here comes Loving. They've got it in the middle to Montoya. Her shot's up. It's partially blocked by Jasmine. And then there's all kinds of bodies colliding.
And only 21
ball goes
on the
out
floor.
of bounds.
I think she's the one who pushed it out of bounds.
Yeah. So
she's playing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Jones with the ball. 3:15 on the clock in this game. It's a 14-point game now.
Both got 6 fouls, so next foul on either team is bonus.
3:05. Eunice just running some clock. Rodriguez going to step back and shoot a three.
Man.
It won't go either. And Jasmine Martinez with the rebound and the putback. That's 6 rebounds, 8 points for Jasmine Martinez. 2:50 to go in the ball game. Flores with it on the left wing, pressured by Jones. They swing it cross court to Montoya and then drop it into Green, who throws up a shot, and she's going to get the and one. They call that on 30. That's Aubrey Haller.
What's that, number 3 on her?
You know, like I said,
we just had to guess here.
I struggle. Yeah, we're guessing, and they're going to have a timeout on the floor. They give those 2 points to Emily Green. That's her 8 points. 2:43 on the clock. Eunice leads 47-33, and we've got a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. Quick shout out to our sponsors one more time. Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Carner Hardware and Lumber, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, and Eunice Pump and Supply, our proud sponsors of tonight's basketball game here in Loving, the girls and boys in a district game. And right now the Lady Cards are winning 47-33 here in the fourth quarter. It's been a kind of a slow-paced game, you could say. Our turnovers are still there, but everything else has been kind of slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, we're real hot and cold. When we're playing well, we look pretty dang good. I mean, when we're playing well, to me, we're
unbeatable.
We're a top 8 team for sure in the state, in my opinion. I mean, Tatum has spent most of the season inside that top 8, and I think we're every bit as good, if not better. That's just my opinion. And so I think we're a top 8 team when we're playing well. The problem is we go cold real quick, and man, when we start playing bad, Hagerman the other day, I don't mean any disrespect, but it's probably going to sound disrespectful. I think they're rated in the bottom 4 of all of 2A girls basketball.
Struggle.
And we just barely got out of there with a win. In fact, we were only up a couple of points with like seconds to go and scored about 4 points in the last 20 seconds. So there is a shot that's in by Green. 34-47. McBee with the ball. Skips it all the way down the floor and almost throws it away. Luckily for the Cardinals, it goes out of bounds. Sam Cozart almost had that steal. So Eunice trying to get up into this half-court set. If we're going to set there, we're going to be in a bind when we go to throw the ball in. There we go.
Deja vu, huh?
Yep. Jones with the ball, dribbling. It floats it into Sam. Sam passes down low. The ball goes off of Jasmine into the hands of Alina Rodriguez. I'll give Jazz the accidental assist there. 2:20 on the clock, 34-49. Flores with the ball on the left wing. People in the Loving bleachers stomping and hollering and saying, shoot it. She didn't shoot it, so somebody slammed something up there, so she's going to shoot it this time. She does, it won't go. Jasmine had the rebound. Her and Sam Allen were both battling for it. It ends up in the hands of Loving. Loving thought about the shot. It ends up deflected around. Sam Allen had it again.
And that same girl robbed it from both of them.
Taking it away, and then she throws it in for 2.
Wow.
That's Mrs. Crowhop, too, huh?
Yeah, Rodriguez. She's got 11 points. They get it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez drops it down to Jasmine. Jasmine drops it in for 2.
Good clean catch, huh?
Yep, so Alina Rodriguez with assist number 6. Jasmine with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points on the game.
Get her, Jones.
Loving with the ball, kicks it out here to Green. Green throws up a 3. It won't go, but Green gets her own rebound and her putback, and they're going to call a foul on Rodriguez.
Is that 4?
It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be at least 4. I was afraid it might be 5, but it looks like 4. 1:19 remaining here in this ball game. 36-51. Yeah, you got 2 now, I think.
Charlie said the ball don't lie. She misses that free throw.
Ball don't lie.
But she shouldn't be in that situation because it was a long rebound. Eunice should have got that ball.
So Green back for the next one. This one goes in. It's 37-51. Here comes the little 3-quarter court trap. Need somebody in that little gap in the middle. We skip it down the court. Over to Sam. We throw it away. Loving has it, and Jones is going to foul to keep the fast break from happening. That's turnover number 21 for the Lady Cardinals. And up until this week, any game we had 21 turnovers or more, we lost.
And we didn't waste much time on the clock neither.
109.
Should have been 1-1, huh?
Is it already? I don't know.
Should be.
9 fouls.
Yeah, should be 1-1. Yeah, so
I'm okay if it's not.
That'll send Sam Cozart to the free throw line.
What happened? We got somebody's called a timeout. Eunice called a timeout. This ref blew the whistle.
So we're going to have a 30-second timeout on the floor. Score is 37-51. The Lady Cardinals have went to sleep, and Frazier's out there telling them about it.
He's going to wake them up, right? So we give a shout-out to our sponsors, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, NMR Pipeline LLC, Harker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, and I believe that's all our sponsors for this evening.
Boys over getting ready.
Yeah, the boys warming up, getting ready. Well, I say warming up. They're standing over there watching the girls play, getting ready to get going. We'll go over our little pregame with them here shortly. Eunice has led from the get-go in this game, played an amazing first quarter, have had some real good-looking minutes here and there, but as a whole, just kind of a lackluster game again.
And nothing against Levin. If this was a different team, it would be such a closer game, or we might even be trailing.
Yep. That free throw's up and no good. Sam Allen with the rebound. Jones now with the ball. Pushes it across the timeline. Skips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Jones. McBee with the ball. Jones got to get out this way to create that passing lane.
Oh,
Ball goes into the McBee's hands and out, and that is another turnover on the Lady Cardinals. Turnover number 22.
I believe it's too late in the season for us to have those little mental mistakes like that throughout the game, not just that one, throughout the game.
I agree.
I mean, if we're in the district playing right now, from this point forward, we got to be on point. But what do I know?
I agree. Eunice in the 1-2-2 zone, 45 seconds on the clock. Green with a three, it won't go. Ends up in the hands of Jones. Jones on the run out. She's running down the floor. Now she's going to pull it out and run some time. It's a good thing if they'll keep it running. Just dribble. Back over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez got smacked right in the face.
It's hurting, too.
Yeah, she got smacked pretty hard. Looked like an open hand slap to the grill. What? The grill?
The grill, outlaw grill, huh?
That's 5 on 5, I guess.
Yeah, so she's fouled out now. Ebony Flores. Some of the folks in the Loving section over there saying boo-hoo and whatnot. Rodriguez steps to the line. Her first free throw won't go. Marine's like, I'll take it.
Dribble it out.
They get it over to Jones. Jones just dribble. Just dribble. Make them take it from you. Get out there and dribble. Back over to McBee.
They can foul you.
Over to Rodriguez. 15 seconds to go. Rodriguez going to dribble through. Over to McBee. Back to Jones. Jones with the ball. Just pull it out and dribble circles. 5 seconds. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Jones goes to the floor. Now she picks it up. And at the end of the ball game, the final score is Eunice 51, Loving 37. The Lady Cards come out with the win. In this ball game, Alina Rodriguez with 9 points. Chloe Jones with 7. Alondra Marine with 10. Kenna McBee with 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Jasmine Martinez with 10. Samantha Allen with 3, Aubrey Haller with 2. Jones and Rodriguez both had 6 assists. Rodriguez had 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Jones with 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Maureen with 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and an assist. McBee with 2 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. Jasmine Martinez with 6 rebounds and an assist. Sam Allen with 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and Aubrey Haller with 3 rebounds and a steal. Over on the Loving side, Ebony Flores with 10, Sierra Rodriguez with 11, Sam Cozart with 4, and Emily Green with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. So that's kind of the tale of the tape in that ball game. We've got a final here in Loving. Eunice Lady Cardinals 51, Loving 37. Any thoughts?
It was a victory. It was I don't know, a crazy game victory, but it was another victory in a district game. So that improves our record in the district area.
So we'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back here in about 4 minutes to begin our pregame in this Loving Falcon Eunice Cardinal boys game. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live from Loving, New Mexico on a cool January. Well, not January anymore. February, the greatest month of the year. The only problem is I get a little older this month, and I think I've had enough of them damn birthdays up to this point.
You're like 52, right?
Man, I feel like it. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner, Rosendo Caballero. Charlie Fairbrush went down for a freshen up break.
Some nachos, he said.
That's right. So we'll be back with his services here in the next few minutes. With that said, let's see here. Rosendo doing a little moving around over there. Eunice enters tonight's matchup as the number 8 ranked Eunice, our boys basketball team in the state. They are 12-5 overall, 2-1 in District 4 and 2 are in District 4 2A. Excuse me. They're going to face off tonight against the Loving Falcons. Loving enters tonight's game 2-18 overall and 0-3 in district. And I got to tell you, looking at some of those scores, they've literally lost some major score lopsided games for sure. Eunice enters tonight's matchup after going 8-1 over the last 9 games, a great run for sure. At one point, they had climbed all the way up the rankings to the number 5 spot in the state. They lost a game to Jow. After that, they've kind of started to fall again. The rankings are a funny thing, and that Max Preps ranking takes into account a whole bunch of different things, but I checked it today, and they're sitting at number 8 today, early this afternoon. So far, a pretty good season for the Cardinals and Coach McBee. I love the energy. I love the crowds they've been bringing into Joe Langston's gymnasium when we play at home. I love the passion from the players, the coaches, and maybe most the community. It's fun. It's exciting. We need this or better each and every year. Just like in baseball, football, there's absolutely no reason our community should not expect this as a minimum, boys and girls, each and every year, every season. Anything less to me is unacceptable. This right here is good stuff, and you can see it in the excitement and the atmosphere and the electricity at Joe Langston Gymnasium. For the season, the Cards have a well-rounded team. Billy Blevins has really been the focus of most defenses. In fact, I've noticed in recent games we're starting to see teams run a boxing one on him, keeping him from getting the ball, let alone get open looks. But I got to tell you, when other teams do that, you start seeing the middle of the floor open up. Ashton Thompson has been able to attack the gaps and get to the rim. Jorge and Luis Gomez have absolutely controlled the paint in most games, and our bench has come in and done some amazing work. Players like Maddox Mata, Jose Calvillo, Hyan Castro, they've been doing an amazing job coming in, very consistent off the bench, along with some others. Even the young Melanson kid, who's a freshman, has come in, got some good minutes, done some good things. Some of the others, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, and my apologies. Another strong spot for this Eunice team has been junior Kevin Garcia. However, he's experienced some knee problems and did not play in the last game after kind of taking a funny step out there on the practice court, grabbed his knee, looked to be in pain. He had problems with that knee during football too. He definitely makes this team better. We hope he's able to play, but more importantly, we hope to see his knee okay, especially as he's just a junior and got all of next year to look forward to. Those knees are crazy things. Just ask people like Araya Mendoza, myself. I've had 4 ACL reconstructions. They are no fun, and they can take the wind out of your sails. I wanted to jump into one thing that I talked about in the other pregame. I was looking up some things today on a proactive coaching website that I'm a member of. They have a Facebook page. It's called Proactive Coaching. They post all kinds of coaching-related stuff, inspirational quotes to tell your team or your town, or things for when it's good, when it's bad. Lots of great coaches are members of this program. People like Jeff Lynn, who's the head of the New Mexico Coaches Association, the Roswell head coach, Brenda Wilson, Emmy Lujan, the coach down in Jow, Greg Jackson, our football coach, and so many others. And the reason that I bring this up is because they one of the topics that they had on some of their recent activity was about how to build a program and things that you must do to build a constant, successful program in any sport. And we went through those earlier before the girls' game. But I really believe that in order for us to develop that every year program like we have in football, like we have in baseball, we've got to do some of these things. I'm not saying we have to do all 10, but the more of those 10 we can do, the better. Number one, go see what successful programs in similar situations are doing and copy that blueprint. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. However, there is almost always, even in successful programs, room for change and room to be better. All right? Even the better programs. In fact, this article talks about how the best programs are usually looking at these things to reevaluate them every single year. All right? 2, decide who your community influencers are with the program and get them on board. 3, create a vision of where those influencers and people actively involved want the program to be. 4, share that vision with everyone and create energy, focus on intentions and successful behavior. Do not accept less. 5, find creative people who can add energy and excitement. Find and celebrate small successes in a program. 6, clarify the vision and end goal so it will not be misunderstood. Do not accept less. 7, begin building trust. Trust is built from competent, caring people who are passionate. 8, be an example of the new direction and be overly passionate about it. 9, make hard, productive, and efficient work the foundation of everything the program does. And 10, empower the influencers in your community and share leadership amongst those folks who have that passion. So I mentioned this in our pregame before the girls' game. I mentioned Coach McBee down here looks like he has a passion. I see him, whether I agree with the X's and O's or not, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I don't. I mentioned it before the girls' game. I like the Dallas Cowboys, and sometimes that's a rough pill to swallow. I don't always agree with their X's and O's. I don't think I'm any smarter. In fact, I think I'm much dumber than their coach and their staff, but I get frustrated at their lack of success. My point is, I may not always agree with a person like McBee as a coach, but I will tell you the man has a passion. There's no question about it. And because of that, you can see improvements in that boys' program. That passion bleeds off, and a bunch of these other things on here you can see. These are the things that we have to do as a community if we want to consistently be a top 10 program. I'd like to see us consistently be a top 4 program, boys and girls. In football, if we're not top 4,
boy,
we're running somebody out of town. You know, and I mentioned that in my girls' pregame as well. So anyway, I'd like to see us make those adjustments and build a program like what Joe Langston once had here in Eunice. We got Chloe Jones, who stepped up here beside us as the boys are getting ready to tip off. Any thoughts, Jones? She just shakes her head no and gives me that little grin.
Is she a Jones? She didn't have much to say.
So we're getting ready to get started here. Quick shout out to a few people that are watching us. Lexi Dean, I appreciate you being out there. Kenny Jones. We got Ruben and Robin watching. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Here we go, getting ready to start the boys' game. Recindo, there's the app.
Thank you, sir.
And here we go. There's the tip. Eunice wins the tip. Jorge Gomez goes up and gets it. Tips it over to his brother, who hands it off to Kevin Garcia. That's a big note. Garcia's back on the floor. Keep an eye on that right knee. He worries me. They get it into the corner to Blevins. Blevins takes a long three. It won't go. And Loving gets the rebound, and here they come back the other way. That's the first real open look that Blevins has had in about 3 games. Yes. So Loving with the ball out on the right wing. Going to try to get their numbers. As I've always mentioned, it'll take me a little bit. That's 10. Which is Ansures. He gets it up to top to 21, who is Rodriguez. Back over to, I think that's 10 again, right?
Is it 10 or 23?
23. Good Lord, I can't see. Perez, who gets it into the 10, and then Billy Blevins takes it away. So Blevins with the steal. Here comes Eunice back the other way. Ashton Thompson going to take a deep three. It won't go. The Loving faithful start yelling air ball. Billy Blevins almost takes it away there at the half-court line, and Loving trying to reset the offense. Kevin Garcia out pressuring the basketball. That's number 4. I don't have a number 4, so that must not be a 4. I can't see. I need glasses.
Give me a second. I'll tell you in a minute. That's number 3.
3 is Giovanni, not to be confused with Eunice's Giovanni. That is Giovanni Ruiz.
So the real quick, Loving coach calls a 30-second timeout. Gives us time to give a shout-out to our sponsors here for the boys basketball game in Loving, New Mexico. We have Parker Energy Service, BTH Service Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, and Devon Energy, Eunice Record and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, and NMR Pipeline LLC, our proud sponsors of tonight's district game here in Loving as the Eunice Cardinals face the Loving Falcons.
You know, shout out to Dan Bryan if you're out there listening. He's always sending me messages and info. He's been sending me pictures of teams from back in the 60s and the success that they had as Eunice Cardinals, as well as some of the folks that went on, some of their numbers. He's been gathering up some information for me, sending it over. We appreciate you, Danny. So Loving with the ball, 6:35 remaining here in the first quarter. They drop it down low, attack off the dribble. The ball gets deflected around into the hands of Jorge Gomez. He's going to dribble through, throws up a shot. It won't go. Kevin Garcia in there battling, trying to come away with a rebound, and Loving's number 23 pulls it away. That's Perez. He pushes it up. There was a little push-off by number 11, but he's going to get a basket. That's Benavides. Here comes the pressure from Loving. Thompson throws a one-hander all the way to the corner to Blevins. Blevins trying to get through. He got shoved out of there. Ashton Thompson throws up a running floater for 2 off the Billy Blevins assist. It's 2-2.
Looks like they're going to let him play a little bit tonight, right?
Man, I think so. Loving coach standing up, screaming, rotating his fist in a circle. That looked like the old, what was the old talk show with
Johnny Carson?
No, the guy would go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall, that's what he looked like. Billy Blevins attacks the basket, lays in the finger roll, looking like Dr. J.
Dr. J's a little old right there.
Dr. J, he was the finger roll specialist.
He's the original one, huh?
Yeah. So 5:25 here remaining in the first quarter. It's 4-2, Eunice in the lead. Number 2-3, Bobby Perez with the ball. He's got it up near the top of the key, tries to lob it into the middle, knocked away by Blevins, and then he gets tackled as he makes that rebound, and he's pushing it up the floor.
Oh,
he's going to pull for three. He also got hammered, no call, and down low is Jorge Gomez with the rebound and the and one putback.
I'm going to call that a pass. That's what I'm going to say. He touched the rim. It looked like a pass to me.
6-2. Mama called him a pass. I'm going to call him a pass. 5:04 remaining here in the first quarter.
I talked to Kevin earlier. He said his knee was a little sore.
Yep.
So I told him, man, take care of yourself. Play as much as you can. If you need a break, raise your hand.
And them dang knees, you know, they're just so you just don't know what's wrong with it until something's bad wrong with it, and that's why it's so hard to say. So 7-2 as Gomez makes the second free throw. That's Jorge Gomez. We were giving him a hard time down before the girls' game, telling him that his brother had been outscoring him. As Loving comes down, that's 2-1. Caleb Rodriguez who lays it in for two. So Jorge with the ball over on the left wing. He's going to dribble through for a big man he can handle. Thompson with the ball, cross court to Blevins. Blevins thought about the three. Now he's going to step back. It goes off the front of the rim, no good. Look who's down there battling. That's Jorge Gomez, who says, give me that, and tries to put back.
It must have worked because he's playing with a little bit of chip on his shoulders, ain't he?
Yeah, he's going to show you that his brother ain't outscoring him.
He turned around real quick earlier than
he told us the only reason his brother might be outscoring him is because sometimes we give his brother or give him his brothers or give his brother his points.
These were bracelets out there.
Yeah,
what's going on?
We've mentioned how much they look alike. One's 3-2, the other's 2-3. One's a little younger than the other. They both have amazing games from time to time.
They both pass the ball real good.
Yes, they do. Both about the same height, length.
Look at number 11, just keep wrapping people up.
Blevins with the ball in the corner. He throws up a three, and Billy Blevins, the gunslinger, puts three more on the board. That's 5 points for him. 4:24 on the clock. That clock ticks funny. I just noticed that.
If it even ticks.
Yeah, I was looking up there at it, and like it was counting in twos. I literally looked at it. It said 4:24. While I was watching it, it went to 4:22. It never did the 23. I may have to get some sniffing salts or something. Or maybe I sniffed something I shouldn't have. Anyway.
Shouldn't the score be 10-4? But, okay.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it should be.
That's what I thought.
So that score is wrong. Huh. Yeah, this score group that's down here keeping the board, I got to tell you, they haven't done any of the player fouls. They haven't done anything. They didn't do them in the JV game. I thought the score was wrong several times, but anyway. So Loving comes back the other way. Loving not looking like a team that's 2-18 as they just hit a deep three. That was number 10. Eunice comes quickly back the other way, throws up a shot, it won't go, and here comes Loving back the other way again. Ball ends up in the hands of Giovanni Ruiz, number 3. Ruiz dribbling around. Garcia thought about reaching in there and taking it from him. Ruiz going to dribble through the middle. He throws up a floater. It won't go. Blevins with the rebound. Ends up with a man hanging on his arm. He looked like he was a jungle Jim.
And
maybe he's a jungle Billy. They get it over to Blevins. Blevins throws it down to Thompson. Thompson thought about the shot, floats it into Gomez, who drops it over to the other Gomez. He's going to throw up a shot. It won't go. Other Gomez with the rebound. Luis Gomez. then his brother jumps in there and grabs another rebound. Jorge Gomez with number 5 point for him. It's 7-11. We need a big gulp.
7-12 actually.
Yeah, the score on the board is wrong. I can tell you it is 7-12, but I bet you money that don't get fixed.
I bet you it won't.
Loving with the ball, dribbles through, throws up a deep three. It won't go. Who has that rebound? And he had somebody hanging on his face. That was Jorge Gomez. Drops it over to Billy Blevins. He gets undercut and drops it in. He's going to get the and one and head to the free throw line.
I mean, they're playing really rough and tough out there, brother.
I'm telling you.
A lot of contact everywhere you go. Rebounding, going in for a layup.
Coach McBee's over here talking to the official like, hey, look, I'm all for letting them play, but come on.
That's how people get hurt.
Blevins' next shot is up and good. I say his next shot. It was his and one shot.
And Loving had nobody under the rebound. They were all here on the sideline.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I guess they figured he'd make it. I might have missed it on purpose just to give him the putback.
That extra 2.
Yeah. So Blevins now with a quick 8 points. Loving with the ball. That's 2-3 Bobby Perez. He gets it over to Reese. Reese throws it through the middle. It goes back to him, and then Jorge Gomez says, not in my house.
Waving that big old dark finger up there, huh?
Shooting. I just noticed you got Melanson over here with his foot in the air.
I knew
He's trying to air it up. We may have to get a close-up on him over there. I don't know what Jake's doing.
What's wrong with that foot right there?
He's been having all kinds of problems with that foot. It's swollen up about the size of a basketball. All right, so here we go. Number 10 steps through. That's on Suarez.
I'll turn that fan on, get that smell out.
Don't turn that fan on. It makes a hurricane.
I'd rather have the smell.
Me too. I can deal with some stinky as long as I'm warm. All right, they kick it over to Billy Blevins in the corner. He skips it down to Gomez. Gomez with a nice pass to brother Gomez, who lays it in for 2. Jorge with the pass. Luis with the drop in. 7-16 is what's on the board. 1:55 on the clock here in quarter number 1. Eunice in control early. Thompson applying the defense out to number 3, Ruiz. Ruiz skips it over to 2-3 Perez, who takes a deep 3 and then puts up the 3 fingers in the air and does a little, almost like a bow and arrow move. It's 10-16. Thompson thought about the 3, kicks it over to Blevins. Blevins skips it back up to Garcia, and they're going to reset the offense. They get it back out to Blevins.
There it is.
His 3 is up and good. Billy Blevins is heating up tonight. Another one by Billy the Kid, the gunslinger. 10-19, 1:15 on the clock here in quarter number 1. Big block there from behind, kind of a double block by Billy Blevins and Jorge Gomez.
Nice there. 4 hands on the ball right there, huh?
Yes. So Loving will throw the ball in after the big block there. Blevins and Gomez. 10-19 is the score. 1-1-1 is what's showing on the clock. Loving with it, trying to get it over into the hands of Ruiz. He gets it. Now he's going to reset the offense. Dribbles over to the left side, does a little spin move, then swings it back up top. It comes back to him. He drops a nice pass in low, but Billy Blevins knocks it away into the hands of Gomez. And here goes Blevins with the
3.
run out. His 3 won't go. Gomez battling for the rebound, doesn't come away with it. And here comes Loving, and they throw it away. So Eunice is going to get the ball with an opportunity to reset. 41 seconds. Loving's coach is screaming and hollering at his people down there. He's telling them now to scoot up and play some defense. Garcia brings it across the timeline. Dribbles across New Mexico. Got that New Mexico symbol right at midcourt. Gomez with the ball. Throws it over to Thompson.
What happened?
The official, or the crowd over there was screaming 3 seconds. You could hear him. I could hear him, and I got a headset on. And the official on that side blew the whistle after they started screaming 3 seconds and called it.
Well, I guess.
25 seconds to go. Ruiz with the ball. We're in the first quarter. 10-19 is the score on the board. They drop it down low. A little reverse layup is partially blocked by Jorge Gomez. Oh, and Garcia saved it, but he saved it right to Loving. Loving shot up, no good. They get the rebound. That's number 10 with the deep 3. It won't go. Billy Blevins comes away with the rebound, skips it ahead to Thompson. Thompson trying to get a shot off from Hobbs, New Mexico on the New Mexico logo. It would not go, and at the end of the first quarter, the score is Eunice 19, Loving 10.
I have 20 on the score app because I believe it's 20 for Eunice and 10 for Loving. But give a shout out to our sponsors: NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, and Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas. Our proud sponsors of tonight's district game, Eunice versus Loving. So.
Yes, we appreciate all of you back home listening. We appreciate the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. You know, like I said, so many places don't have what we have. I spent most of my childhood in Central Arkansas, and it's funny because I have people from there all the time that say, hey, we logged in and watched y'all's broadcast. We wish we had that sort of stuff. And so, you know, this is a neat thing. And I know sometimes you and I get a little mouthy on here. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But
I just listen. That's all I do. I'm like a counselor. I just listen to you.
But when he talks over there, people listen.
That's right, because he's on the school board.
I
mean, he told Gary to get out of the press.
I did not tell Gary.
He told him at the end of the first quarter he shouldn't be pressing anymore. And
Gary was like,
somebody sent him a private message, and he came out of that press in a hurry.
Did you hear?
I made a suggestion.
Remember the school board said to get the press. You better.
So he was like, get the press out. So here comes the Cardinals back out. Oh, Oh, and Billy Blevins should have had an
double fake.
and one there, but he gets 2 more points. They didn't give him the foul call, and it's now up on the board. 10-21 is what the board shows. I still think the board is wrong, but, it is what it is. Loving with the ball.
Wow, deep three.
They take a deep one. It won't go. Number 5
Ooh,
with the
take
rebound.
that.
That's Luan, and he has his shot
Dang.
thrown out by Gomez.
Ends up in the stands. It's crazy.
No, not in my house. That's what Nikimbe Mutombo used to say all the time, and now we've got, I don't know what
Talk
we
about
got
it.
going on. So I had to stand up to see if I can see what's going on.
He's pointing towards the Eunice. What? What was all that about, Jones? You know everything?
I'm just looking. I think they were switching the possession arrow, which I'm assuming that's what they were doing. But he went over there and corrected something at the scorer's table, and here we go. 7:30 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Loving with the ball. They get it inside to Rodriguez, who throws up a runner. It won't go. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. There's a running one-hander. It won't go. And Billy Blevins with the rebound. So I've got Blevins with 3 rebounds already to go along with a whole bunch of points. I'll try to add them up in a minute. Blevins with the ball out on the left wing. He throws up a floater, and it goes in. Billy Blevins with 2 more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got him at 15 points already and 3 rebounds. 6:50 to go here in the first half.
Oh,
Billy
and a
Blevins
steal.
steps in
Dunk
for the
it.
steal.
Oh, he's on
He's
fire.
oh my
he
gosh!
misses it. He
Oh
misses
my
it.
gosh!
Freaking Billy, he missed it.
I've done that, so I can't say
We all
much.
have. We all have.
And Loving comes quickly back the other way, and they convert. That's 2-1. Who gets 2 points?
It was too good to be true for Billy.
Blevins had a all by himself. Nobody in the vicinity. Goes up for the layup and got it stuck on the bottom of the rim. Like I said, it happens,
There
and
you
there
go.
is a 2-hand push on the Falcons.
Look at him over there. I'm gonna wave at
Yeah,
him.
he's got his hands
Trying to
on
get
his
his
hip,
attention.
and he's
That's
frustrated.
number 22 on the foul.
They
He's
call-
all smiles. Billy's all smiles. Look at that boy.
Yeah, his team's giving him a hard time. 12-23, Eunice in the lead. 6:20 to go here in the first half.
You can make them threes with somebody in his face, but can't make that layup, huh?
Oh man, and that was like a
Ooh.
all by himself layup,
Yeah,
like
completely.
a run out,
Yeah.
nobody around, slow down, lay it in type of thing. So those are rough. I'm telling you, I've done that.
Pressure's too much.
Oh yeah. You just, for whatever
Oh,
reason,
another
and
steal.
there he goes, exact
Don't say
same
nothing.
play.
Don't say nothing.
Dunk it, Billy.
He lays
Oh.
that one in for 2. That's 17 points for Billy Blevins, and the coach wants to talk about it. He's like, look, we know he missed the one while ago, but you can't give him any more of them things.
He's good steal. Good steal. We give a shout out to our sponsors.
I want to see him
BGH
dunk
Service.
it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, huh? BGH Service and Rentals. Eunice Pump and Supply. Eunice Health Clinic. Eunice Public Schools. City of Eunice Redbird Gas. Parker Energy Service. NMR Pipeline LLC. Outlaw Grill. Eunice Police Department. Eunice Record and Rentals. Devon Energy. Carter Hardware and Lumber. I felt the stands
Yeah, oh,
shake.
man.
I was like, what was that?
There's some little kids over here. I think it's Loving people, but they're setting up here kind of by us. We're on the visitor side, but I guess it's like at our gym where half of us sit over on like us on the wrong side. But anyway, they keep running up and down the bleachers, and when they do, these whole things move. I feel like I'm sitting on top of a
Like another earthquake happening.
yeah. The whole thing just kind of shakes like it's
Rocking,
vibrating.
yeah.
So 5:45 remaining in the first half. 12-25 is the score. Loving with the ball. That's 2-3. That's Perez. He kicks it over to 2-1, which is Rodriguez back to him. They drop it into the corner to 10 on Suarez. He's going to take the deep 3. And, oh, my goodness, they're going to give him, I think, a 3 in the corner off the glass.
So
13. They call Calvillo.
what's a loose ball foul or what?
I guess so, and that's that same official. You know, I got to tell you, he's over
a
here
little
talking.
dramatic. He's a little
yeah,
dramatic.
yeah. And I mentioned
that
in
was
that
on
last
them.
game how great a job I thought the group had done. But I'm already seeing some things that, and we're winning by 10, but I'm already seeing some things I don't agree with in this game. There's always going to be stuff you don't agree with, but it's like, don't see now
that was like a no call.
Now we've got two officials out here having a discussion.
So they're going to count the points if I can read their
loose ball
lips.
foul. So he made the 3, and then the foul occurred after that.
So the score is 15-26 on my end. There's just.
So now after all that, Coach McBee's still not happy. He's hollering for the ref to come over here. So now the ref's headed over there, and he's going to have a discussion about it. He wants to know what's going on.
Wants a little further explanation on that situation, right?
Yeah, I'm up here, and I agree with Coach McBee. I don't understand. It's, as I mentioned, that other group earlier I thought did a really good job of keeping things smooth. I can already tell this guy's already, see now he's giving him a brief demonstration of the block out. He just put his butt on McBee and blocked him out.
Pushing him to the bench, right?
Yeah.
This is how you do it, Coach. But this is the same guy earlier at the beginning of this quarter.
He came up stopped the whole game to come over here. Like I said, I think you mess up the flow when you start all this kind of stuff. But just my 2 cents. What I know.
That's true. What do you know?
I'm just some dummy. But anyway.
I'm not going to concur on that one, but I was very close to saying yes.
Don't be agreeing with stuff like that.
I wonder if they got an outlaw grill over in Carlsbad, because we get done here. I may need one.
My God, we only 2 of them. I know we got a Wendy's.
I tell you, the other day, there was a certain burger that I thought I needed after the Hagerman game, and I went to get it. And they don't, that burger, I'm not even going to say what restaurant it is, but they don't usually put veggies on it. And I got the burger, started down the road trying to eat and drive at the same time, talk on my phone, text a few times. There was a travel. And that dang thing had veggies all over it. I was throwing veggies out the window, pulling over. Anyway, and while I was throwing veggies out the window, number 22, Cameron Allen, puts in 2 points for Loving. It's 17-25 on the board. Blevins with the ball, over to Gomez, back to Blevins. Up top to Garcia, who gets it into Calvillo, out to Ashton Thompson. Back into the hands of Gomez. Gomez swings it back to Garcia.
Shoot that, Thompson.
Thompson with it on the right wing, over to Blevins. Blevins thought about the 3. He's going to dribble, drive, attack, throws up the floater. It won't go. Battling around is Gomez, who comes away with it. Thompson with the step back. His shot won't go. Ball gets deflected around. Who's got it but Gomez. Thompson going to dribble, drive, attack, and spins one in off the glass. What a move by Ashton Thompson.
That was a strong layup. He had a lot of contact there all the way up, man.
Yep.
Very good, strong
4:35 on the clock here in quarter number 2. It's a 10-point game on the board, which we think is wrong. 17-27. Garcia had somebody piggybacking off of him. No call, and here we come the other way. Blevins going to shoot the 3. It won't go, but Thompson with the rebound and a high put back off the glass. Ashton
the bank
Thompson
is open, huh?
with 6 points.
Making it 30-17 on my score app.
Yep. 17-29 is what the scoreboard says.
Might as well give in, Rosendo.
I'm going to go down there and ask about it, man. You know where I'm from?
Did you know I'm a
Shut up.
I'm a scoreboard over there?
Don't kick me on a heartbeat.
Jake still got that foot in the air over there, and here comes Thompson across half court. He's going to spin it around, kicks it back out to Blevins, who has an open look at a 3 this time. It won't go, but Gomez with the rebound, and he gets hammered.
On the back judge, yes.
Yes. Yes.
23.
Yeah, this group is not as smooth as you could tell. Those other 3 guys have worked together for years. This gentleman here, I believe, is from over here, from Carlsbad.
From over here, though. I like how he said that.
Yeah, and it just, you can tell they're not as smooth together.
On certain calls, you can tell when they've been playing together.
Yep. Yeah, when they work together and officiated together, yep. So Jake with the foot. Now he's pulling on his toes. Looked like he took some lint off the sock.
He can reach his toes from there?
Man, he reached his toes.
He got some long arms.
Well, yeah, or something. Maybe bend his toes back toward his forehead. No, he can't do that. That'd be.
No, if he could do that, he'd be famous. He'll be famous.
He looks like he's leaning on Frazier. I wonder if they're Valentines.
They're awfully close.
That's right. Anyway, it looks like we got a timeout on the floor. We were waiting on him to get going again. There's some stoppage, and now the Loving coach is all the way out on the floor arguing with the same ref that we were just saying was causing some problems on this other end. The other 2 refs are just sitting back with their hands on the hips. The one ref is in there giving him an explanation. Look, he's giving him a demo of what he's calling.
I want to see the bump. See the butt bump again.
He bumped Coach McBee a while ago to show him how to block out.
So
See, now he's giving him a demo on the
on the free throw line, huh?
And this guy's raising his hands. He's probably been using right guard under his left armpit because he's got them arms high.
He's like, come on.
Now he's coming over here. He wants to discuss it with the other official.
So once we start to play again, Gomez is on the free throw line because I think we're in the.
And they're blowing the whistle. There's still 20 seconds left on the clock. You can't. And and the coach is mad. They called timeout.
Yes. And we have 15 seconds left on the clock.
And they're running them back out there. This has turned into a circus. But anyway, here we go. 3:45 here in quarter number 2, 17-29. We're winning. Gomez going to drain that one. That's Luis Gomez. That's his 3rd point of the ball game. He'll get another shot here.
Misses the second one. And the ball was in the air for like 10 seconds. Nobody can find it.
Well, everybody's looking around.
But Loving finally came down with it.
Loving going to walk it up the floor. They've now, it's 17:30 is what they got on the board. We still have 17:31, huh? So we still show
Correct.
that they're not quite right. But it doesn't matter what we show. It'll be what they show. They're going to call that foul on Luis Gomez, and he shook his head yes, saying, I got him.
Jorge Gomez has been on the bench most of this quarter, hasn't he?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah, because Calvillo came in from the beginning of the second quarter. So
That same official made that call as well.
Correct.
That shot is up and no good by number 20.
So the ball did lie because he said he got it.
Yeah, the ball lied on that one, Charlie. That's kind of like, what's that gum rat's name that everybody looks at today to see if, or yesterday?
Groundhog.
Yeah, groundhog.
Punxsutawney
Yeah, he
Phil.
lies too. They said that he's only
39.
right like 39% of the time. So
that's probably better than the weatherman.
Yeah, that's probably true. Thompson with the deep 3. Ashton Thompson for 3. That's 9 points for Thompson.
Go get the ball, Kevin. He thought about it, huh?
Yep. That's Ruiz. He's got the ball back up top over to number 5, Lujan. He drops it in the middle. The ball's on the floor. Calvillo, and he's got it behind his back.
Right.
Looked like he was getting handcuffed, but he was holding the ball behind, like just above his booty on his back.
Yeah, I'm back. So it's going to be Loving ball under their basket after that turnover. After that jump ball, I'm sorry.
18-33 is the score. 2:51 remaining here in the first half. Eunice in the man-to-man defense here. Thompson guarding the ball. Ruiz ends up back with it on the dribble drive. He throws up a floater, and it'll go in. Giovanni Ruiz with 2 points. Blevins over to Thompson. Thompson attacks the basket. He lays it off the glass. It won't go. Ball gets deflected around.
Oh, what? They calling a foul or?
No, they didn't call anything.
How is
They
it
said
their
we were
ball?
out of
He had the
bounds.
ball in his hands when it's falling
He's
out.
out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know, but here comes it. 20-33 is the score on the big board here. Loving with the ball. Billy Blevins knocks it away. Oh, and then Loving's got it
That's
back,
gonna be-
but
that's
then they
gonna be
threw it
Loving ball.
away.
Look at that kid over there posing for the 3. Look at him.
Yeah.
Loving player wide open. He's waiting for the ball. Never got it.
He's like, somebody gonna give it to me. We're 2-18 on the season. Can I get an open look
Give
over
me
here?
the rock, man. I can shoot it. Give me the rock.
Let me hit it.
So here comes Thompson pushing it up the floor quickly over to Blevins. Blevins with
There
the
it is.
open jumper. It won't go. Loving with the ball, and here they come back the other way. They get it over to Ruiz. He's trying to drop it into the middle. Then he gives it up top to number 10. That's Ansuarez. Oh, and he throws a nice pass that deflects off his hands. Blevins comes away with it after it comes off the glass. A runner
It's
goes
gonna be
up.
charged. Look at him. He doesn't know what to call.
Oh!
That took forever to develop. How in the world is he walking up towards the plate?
So the same
He's-
ref I was talking about is
Wow.
behind half court. He calls a charge down here under the other basket.
And he
while
was right on top
the
of
other
it.
one's standing right there 6
What
foot
you want me to
from him.
call?
He's like,
Anyway, like I said, I just think that sometimes when you end up with different folks that don't work
Look
together.
here,
and
he ain't paying attention to the ball
yeah,
in play.
he's over here blocking out McBee again. All right, so here comes Loving with the ball. Eunice in the full court pressure. They throw up a runner. It won't go. Loving comes away with the rebound in the middle of multiple Cardinals. Oh, my goodness.
oh, no.
Same ref. He's going to call Eunice.
No, the ball was still bouncing in the air.
He called Thompson for grabbing on the arm. That's what he just called. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying that's what he called.
Was it Thompson or Gomez?
said 2.
Okay.
So anyway, here they go.
Here we go then.
The attack throws up a floater. It won't go. Calvillo knocks the ball into the hands of Mata. Mata throws a long pass up to Gomez.
And Gomez was hit as he went up for a 360 layup.
And the same official calls a foul.
He's a
Number
speedy.
10.
I don't think the other two have made a call the last probably 10, 12 trips up and down the floor, but that one's made 5 or 6 calls in that same time frame, even on opposite ends of the floor from where he's at.
He calls them all.
I concur.
All right.
I'm kind of like him. I can call them all from right here.
Me too. I'm calling them from up here in the top of the bleachers.
But you get a better angle down there, Charlie. That's
Did
what it
Luis
is.
Gomez make that one?
Yes, sir, he did.
All right, so I'll give him a free throw. He's going to get another one. And he makes that one. That same official blew his whistle again, and now he's ready. All right.
Looks like his brother comes in, George Gomez.
Jorge Gomez comes
Jorge,
in.
I'm sorry.
Luis goes out. And so here comes the ball up court for Loving. Loving with it near the top of the key, looking around, comes off the pick, kicks it over to number 11. That's Benavides. Benavides over to Ruiz. Ruiz looking down low, kicks it over into the right corner. Then they try to throw it in, and Maddox Mata comes flying in out of nowhere.
That kid is fast, man.
Looked like one of the Marvel superheroes
Characters,
as he
right?
comes zooming in there and knocked that ball out of bounds. So Loving to throw it in into their own basket. They do throw it in. There's that step back three that he's been practicing over there.
The shadow box.
What number is that? That's 10. And that's 3 threes for that young man on the ball game. So it's good for him to sit over there and practice. Mata catches it, kicks it back to Thompson, over to Blevins. Blevins drops it into Gomez, skips it cross court to Mata. Mata pump fakes and
There it
throws
is.
up a shot. It won't go, but Calvillo up with the rebound to put back, and then he gets manhandled. Blevins runs through. He gets fouled hard and no call, and Blevins just going to put his hands on the hips and look around like, man, what I got to do?
No blood, no foul.
I don't know.
Yeah, so anyway, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Loving ball. It's a 12-point ball game here with 30 seconds to go in the first half. A shot is up and in by 23. That's 5 points for Bobby Perez.
Oh,
And then Calvillo, as he's throwing it in, steps in bounds as he throws it in. And the official makes that call. And
Do the other ones have whistles?
Coach McBee got a sub. 25 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 10-point ball game, at least on their scoreboard. Loving going to throw it all the way in up top. Dribbling around up near the top of the key is Bobby Perez. Oh, and he fires a speed bullet pass
Number
off
10,
his teammate's hands, and I think he jammed his fingers. He's like, man, I'm right here. Why'd you hit me with the number 1? I just wanted the curveball. Mata with it, skips it up to Thompson, over to Blevins. Blevins down into Gomez. Gomez getting molested down there. And the ball goes out of bounds.
3 seconds.
3.9 showing on the clock. Once again, it's a 10-point ball game on the scoreboard. Me and Rosendo don't agree with the scoreboard, but that's what their scoreboard here says, 25-35.
Oh, he
They
can't.
get it into Thompson. Thompson going to shoot a deep three. It won't go.
But Blevins-
Blevins with the
count it.
rebound and the
They're gonna
putback
count-
at the
they counted
buzzer.
it.
Billy Blevins, that was number 19. He's got 19 points here in the first half, and that is the end of the first half. Eunice 37, Loving 25. Quick rundown of the scores. Ashton Thompson's got 2, 4, 6, 9. Billy Blevins with 19. Luis Gomez with 2, 3, 4, 5. And Jorge Gomez with 5. Over on the other side, we've got Suarez with 9. Bobby Perez with 5. Caleb Rodriguez with 4 and several with 2. At the end of the first half, it's Eunice up 25-37. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, Go Eunice Cardinals!
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero and Charlie Fairbrush, here live from Loving, New Mexico in a District 4 2A matchup here between the Eunice Cardinals and the Loving Falcons.
The score is 37-25 here, beginning of the third quarter.
However, our score shows 38. And we've stuck to that.
Rosendo is not going to give that up.
I am not going to budge.
That point difference came at the very beginning of the game, and I'm 100% we're right and they're wrong. And I wouldn't say that if I wasn't 100%, but I am 100% we're right and they're wrong. Yeah. But they're not going to fix it, so we'll keep on going. We're way up here. We hadn't told them to fix it. We're just going to keep playing, but just so you know, our app shows a different score than their score.
So you're going to say one thing and I'm going to have a different thing on it.
Yes.
So people don't panic.
So it looks like there's a debate over whose ball it is. The one referee that's been straightening everything out the whole game, he's going to straighten that out right quick. So Eunice to throw it in. Kevin Garcia brings it across New Mexico, kicks it over to Ashton Thompson. Over to Blevins, who drops it into Gomez, who drops it into Brother Gomez, who lays it up. It won't go. Thompson's putback won't go. Billy Blevins takes the rebound away from a Loving Falcon.
He took it.
And Eunice ends up with it again. Garcia over to Blevins, drops it into Gomez. Gomez shot up, won't go, and then brother Gomez, Luis, gets fouled on the rebound and the putback.
Man, we're working on our rebound stats right there because we cannot make a basket there.
Yeah. Yep.
So at least we were fouled going to the free throw line. Young Gomez is up there, number 23.
Luis, he is 3 of 4 so far from the free throw line. And just as I said that, he rattles that one out. 3 of 5.
That's your boom.
And we've got headsets on. His next one's up, and it goes off the back of the rim, and it's no good. And so here comes Loving quickly the other way. Euro step from number 3, Giovanni Ruiz, and he lays it in off the Euro. It's a 10-point ball game.
Just like that, starting off the third quarter here. Shoot that, Blevins.
Cross court to Blevins, into Gomez. Cross court to Thompson. Thompson steps through, throws up a shot, and it's in, and he thought he was fouled, no call. He's kind of looking around like, what the heck I got to do to get a foul? That's 11 points for Thompson. So ball ends up in the hands of Perez, who looks around, jab steps. Now he's going to dribble with that left hand up top. Kevin Garcia putting all kind of pressure on him. He almost loses it, ends up with it in the hands of 2-1. That's Rodriguez, who gives it back to Ruiz. Throws up a shot. Billy Blevins with the rebound. I've got him at 4 for the ball game, and then we throw it away. Ruiz trying to get it, and he didn't quite get a hold of it.
I almost got a steal off that lazy pass from our player there. He threw it almost the whole length of the court, but.
Yeah, and Coach McBee's out there screaming and hollering at Billy, letting him have it right there. Blevins looked at him like, hey, look.
You're supposed to meet me halfway,
yeah,
bud.
Something.
That other coach hollering at the official about something.
Yeah. So anyway, here comes Garcia, brings it across timeline over to Blevins, skip pass to Thompson. Back up to Garcia, over to Blevins. Blevins drops it into Gomez. Gomez cross-court pass to Thompson. Garcia, Blevins, to Gomez, to Thompson. Thompson for 3, it won't go. Blevins tried for the rebound and the putback. Looked like he got hit in the lower belly area. Thompson with the rebound off the Loving air ball. I thought he traveled.
What in the world was that?
Where's that going?
I'm like, 30-second timeout, Coach. Let's talk about this, guys.
Blevins got the ball out here on the left wing. McBee's right in his ear hollering the whole time. He throws it all the way over to the locker room.
I'm like, what?
It's like, McBee, I respect a lot of things that you do. You're screaming in that man's ear. If I run up behind you and go, ah, when you got the ball, you're probably going to throw it a long ways.
A little frustration throw there, huh?
5:55 here in quarter number 3, 27-39, Loving with the ball. There's a floated one-hander by Caleb Rodriguez. That's
Loving
6
has
points
not
for
missed
him. Here comes Garcia over to Gomez, back to Thompson, back to Garcia. Coach McBee telling him to set it up. Gomez dribbles through, skips it back out to Blevins. Blevins gets to the paint, throws up a 2-pointer, and it's good. That's 21 points for Billy Blevins. 29-41 is what the scoreboard says. Our app says 29-42, and we're right.
We're right. We're not going to change it.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right. Well, we know we're right. We're not compromising.
By God, you know we're not.
Loving throws like a one-handed alley-oop pass down into the bottom to a 5'6" guy. Blevins comes away with the rebound, and then he got
knocked down to the ground.
And the teammate, the kid that threw him down, went over to help him up.
Oh, my goodness.
Talk about letting him play on this side of the court.
He almost tackled him.
You can reach in like that nowadays? I guess you can. He's smiling at you. Look at him. He's just smiling at you. The guy on the opposite side of the court just smiling at you.
I'm waving my hands in the air like they're pointing the wrong direction. The official on the other side's looking at me and smiling. Anyway, 4:44 here to go in the third quarter.
There it is.
And then we got a rough up
Jump
down
ball.
low, and that's a jump ball. McBee screaming over here.
It's going to be Loving's ball under their basket. I'm going to watch that a little bit closer.
The 3 and 3 are bumping and pushing a little bit.
Oh, man, here he handed the ball to him and blew the whistle.
And then took it back.
Yes, you cannot do that. What are we doing here? We're talking
I think
about.
we need to tee up that referee right there.
Now we're headed to the scorer's
What
table for a discussion. I don't know.
The ball should be Loving ball because Eunice got the ball at the beginning of the quarter.
Oh, it's going to be Loving ball. I don't doubt that.
But he
a bit.
hasn't.
So Loving with
You
the
can't
ball. And
move.
he just traveled,
yes, you
right?
can't move, yes.
And Eunice going to get the steal. Oh, well. Here we go.
All that excitement for nothing, huh?
Yeah, Blevins with the ball, brings it across, hands it over to Garcia, who drops it into Gomez, who thought.
No, somebody's on his back.
Oh, my goodness.
Was somebody hanging on his back? Was it just my imagination?
You know, I thought maybe he had a little back action there, but I
Whoa.
thought he was just trying to scratch his back. I don't. 4:25 here in the third. Loving now with the ball. 29-41 is what the big scoreboard here shows. They get it up top to number 10. That's on Suarez. He swings it over, and now it drops all the way into the corner to the three-point machine from the first half. And then they throw it ahead, Gomez to Gomez. He's going to go up, and he almost got the and one.
That little kid, number 23, got up there to kind of block that shot a little bit, but hit him with the body.
Yeah, and he was telling the official that I got the ball. That's what. See, he's over here telling the score table now that he got the ball.
Yeah, but it's contact with the body, young man. That's what this means right here, right?
Yeah. You know. So anyway, Gomez is going to go to the line. That's Luis. He makes that one.
Yeah, the ball don't lie. It was a good foul.
It's 43-29.
Except on the scoreboard here, it's 29-42.
Yes, sir.
Jake put both his shoes back on now, so it's got a little better smelling in here as the quarters went on.
And he's afraid they're going to turn that big old ass fan on.
Yeah, that big fan.
This guy said
it's
it
funny.
That's the name of it.
It's funny because that is the name of the fan on the thing.
Well, not in that order.
I zoomed it.
There is a company named that, and it's funny because when I said that earlier, I had people sending us messages of their fans. In fact, one in particular has that fan in his living room, and he sent me a link, a picture of his fan.
It can't be that big.
Well, it ain't as big as this one,
That's
but it's
a
a
big
big
living
one. And
It's going to be a ref timeout, right? Because the glasses fell
so
off.
we threw the ball away, and then there was a
breakaway by Loving, but the young man who stole the ball, his glasses fell off his face.
So they stopped it, and now we're going to have a timeout. Look like both coaches were calling a timeout.
Yeah. Well, let them
Both coaches look frustrated.
Yes.
And not at each other, at their players.
Yep.
So we'll give a shout out to our sponsors here in the third quarter. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Carner Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Record and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMN Pipeline LLC.
All right.
You know what? I haven't seen we don't have cheerleaders here.
No, we don't. I don't think that we've taken them to many road games. We didn't have any in Hagerman, don't have any here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've taken them to many of the road games.
I wonder why.
You know what? I don't know. That's a real hit and miss thing. Some years you take them to pretty much all district for sure. Some years you don't. I don't know. I hadn't seen them at many of the away games. Have seen them at all of the home games, and they've done a good job. Like I said, we've had a great crowd, great environment.
We even had the junior high girls that
Yeah,
came
they're
with
doing
us.
the JV games. The junior high girls are doing them.
Yep. We got a decent crowd here today for an away game
on the Eunice side.
Yeah, we've got more people than they've got for sure.
I concur.
They don't have many. Their student section consists of about 12 to 14. Maybe a few more than that, but not many.
So it's going to be Loving ball here.
3:36 in the third is what's remaining. Oh, they had the little jump trap there, but they run off and left it. Loving with the ball out on that left wing. Gonna dribble through, looking to attack. Tries to do a little push pass. Ball ends up on the floor.
He can't move like that. It's walk.
Oh. Man, there's a long shot, goes up, no good. Gomez with the rebound. Good Lord, he's getting attacked.
About two of them.
He got mugged out there.
21.
Looked like he was in Albuquerque.
Or New York.
Trying to protect his catalytic converter or something. But anyway, he's
okay.
Yeah,
He's on
that's
the
right.
court.
And he still got the converter. But anyway, Eunice with the ball. They get it into Gomez, and he just got shoved in the back. No call, and then that's good because Ashton Thompson knocks down a 3 for his 14th point of the ball game.
3 versus 3 on top of the key there.
Yeah, they've been talking a little smack back and forth to each other, too. I've been watching that going on.
Oh, block.
There's a block, and Gomez, after the block, comes away with his own rebound, kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson floats it up. It won't go. Rebound into the hands of Benavides. Blevins and Thompson up there putting on pressure. There was a big collision there between Thompson and Benavides.
Oh. Well, Eunice fans don't like that call at all.
I thought it was an all ball, but he probably hit him with the body.
And the Loving fans love the call.
So did they call 2-3 or 3-2? I know he had a 2 and a 3 up in the air, but I'm not sure whether that was a...
Usually the left hand is the first number.
I can't remember which hand was which, but he was holding a 2 and a 3 up at the same time, and I don't know who he called the foul on. That first free throw is up and no good, so the ball must...
Don't lie.
Yeah, it don't lie.
Don't lie.
What is that dang groundhog's name? Punxsutawney Phil or something like that?
Just call him Phil for short.
Phil?
Short Phil.
He lies, is what the news told me today.
Well,
and the news don't lie. So
the news don't ever lie. No.
There's that next free throw. It's up and good.
Well, I watched that this morning on Fox News.
Yeah.
In Tulsa, Oklahoma, so I know it was right.
It was right, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely there.
That old Phil was lying, or?
Yeah, they said he's only right 39% of the time.
Garcia with the ball, gets it over to Thompson. He steps into a 3. It won't go, but look who's down there.
Wow, no foul?
Oh, man. Oh. Gomez with the rebound, and on his putback, he lost it.
He lost his arms. That's what he lost.
Anyway, a shot goes up, no good. Rebound by Billy Blevins. He's going to push it up the floor. He's attacking through the middle, throws up a floater off the glass. It won't go. Gomez with the rebound, tries for the putback.
And a jump ball.
It's going to be Eunice ball on that jump ball. After Gomez misses, after Blevins misses, Gomez comes up with it. And the ball was grabbed. I hear the ball in his hands, I guess.
So Garcia to throw it in, gets it into Jorge Gomez, who throws up a shot. It won't go. But he's going to go to the free throw line, and he was kind of flexing one of his legs after that collision.
Like flexing to show it off or flexing to stretch it out?
Well, probably. I mean, he didn't pull up like over the thigh and flex it like one of them bodybuilders do where they shake it out. But all right, he makes that free throw. That's 2, 4, 6, 7 points for Jorge Gomez. He's tucking in his shirt. Must have told him to. Throws up the next shot, and it goes in.
Making the score 31-49 on my score app.
I don't, anyway.
It's 31. They got a 32 on the board.
Yeah.
I took one away from them.
You took one away. Since they took one away from us, you'll take one away from them. And then on the other end, Thompson with the assist over to Kevin Garcia, who lays it in for 2.
This quarter has been going pretty quick.
1:38 remaining. Oh, almost steal. Oh, and there's a
hard foul by Gomez.
Yeah.
That was a foul.
That's Jorge Gomez. He's like, look, I've been getting fouled the whole game. I might as well get my money's worth.
He said 2-3, and he corrected himself 3-2.
Yeah. I'm confused half the time on those two. We were talking to them, me and Rosendo were before the girls' game, and they were giving us a hard time. Well, Jorge was giving us a hard time, saying half the time we give his points to Luis. I'm telling you, those two gentlemen, they're amazing kids, good players, but they do look alike, especially from way up here. And one's 3-2 and one's 2-3.
One of them needs to put some of that color or something in their hair.
Something. That shot goes in. And here comes the Cardinals. Garcia with the ball. He's telling everybody slow down, reset it, I guess. They get it over to Blevins. Blevins for 3. It won't go, but Gomez with the rebound throws it up. It won't go. Scramble for the next rebound, and there goes Loving pushing the ball up the floor.
Just can't convert on those second opportunities.
Swat has thought about the attack, kicks it out, and drives through the middle, throws up an air ball. Looked like a pass to Kevin Garcia. Garcia dribbling through, crosses over New Mexico, over to Blevins. Blevins going to get to the rim. He tries a little reverse spin move off the glass. It don't go. 50 seconds to go
like
here in the
street
third
ball
quarter.
Basketball.
Yeah.
You ever had some fun out there, but just throwing some junk up.
32-51.
Oh, block.
That was a good block.
Blocked by Gomez into the hands of Thompson. He's on the run. He's going to lay it in, slaps the glass for 2. That is now 14, 15, 16 points for Ashton Thompson. 25 seconds to go in the third. Loving with it. Trying to figure out what they're going to do with it. They finally get it out up top. That's number 20 who has it, Pina.
Oh, blocked again by Little Gomez.
Yep, into the hands of Garcia. Garcia pushing it up the floor. They're trying to double him. He pulls it out, kicks it over, 5 seconds up. Blevins had his partially deflected. A turnaround jumper by Gomez won't go. And at the end of 3 quarters, the score is Eunice 53, Loving 32. We'll send it over for a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal Basketball on the Nomark Broadcasting Coverage. Oh, we'll let you read them. All right.
Yes, sir. Cardinal Hardware Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas. Our proud sponsors of tonight's district game here in Loving, New Mexico. So thank you for tuning in and listening to us.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nomark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Loving, a District 4 2A matchup between your Eunice Cardinals and the Loving Falcons. The Loving coach has been animated in between the third and fourth quarter. He is throwing his clipboard around, slamming it on the floor, screaming and hollering about how bad they want it and all kinds of good stuff. It's entertaining, I got to say. 32-53 is the score.
That's what I have on my app now. Did they add it in or what?
I don't know. They're back even with us?
Yeah, they're back even with us.
So you took their point away and gave us a point, you know, all that stuff that you did, and now we're even, huh?
I'm unconscious over here. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, so the Eunice Cardinals are heading out onto the floor. We're going to have Billy Blevins, Jorge Gomez.
I think I know what it is.
What's that?
They found out you're a school board member.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's right. Kevin Garcia, Ashton Thompson, Calvillo.
So dumb, man.
That's exactly what it is.
I mean, better change that score, this guy.
He probably told him to.
Lord.
They better fix that and quit pressing.
Quit pressing and fix that.
All right, so here we go. Loving with the basketball, trying to get that offense going. They try to get it down low to Benavides, who skips it out to Ruiz. Back into Benavides. He thought about the jumper, throws it up, it won't go. Battling for it. Calvillo comes away with it. Oh, my goodness. And Gomez tried to skip it on the one-touch pass up the floor to Thompson, and he threw it over to, like, Carlsbad.
Way past Carlsbad, almost El Paso.
Like to the caverns.
There you go.
I think it's the wrong direction, but anyway. Here we go. I thought he traveled right there. That's Ruiz. Anyway, he gets it back. He's going to pull from deep. It won't go. There's a battle for the rebound. It goes off the head of Calvillo. Thompson and this one are dancing. They were doing the two-step, the Watusi. Ruiz ends up back with it. Oh, he throws a skip pass off the nose of his own player into the hands of, who is that, number 21?
The spot shooter, yes,
sir. That is 21. Caleb Rodriguez, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points for Rodriguez. And here we go. Kevin Garcia with the ball. He's dribbling across New Mexico. Almost had his pocket picked. Now he's going to come through the middle. Throws up a little floating left-hander. Won't go. And they're going to call Blevins.
I almost hit him in the back of the head.
And he almost knocked his teammate out. So they called Blevins with the over-the-back.
And the ball rolls all the way towards Jow, you can say now.
Yeah, Benavides for Loving grabbed that rebound after the foul was called and slung it down the floor to his teammate who had already quit because the whistle went off, wasn't looking, and the ball almost knocked him out.
It's a good outlet pass, I'll tell you that much.
Yep. So here comes Giovanni Ruiz, number 3. He goes behind the back, between the legs, and then throws it right to Gomez, who's on the Eunice Cardinal team. They get it over to Thompson. Thompson's going to lay it in for 2.
It's a nice pass. He waited until that defensive player committed to him. Beautiful job there by Jorge Gomez.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got him at 18 now, and there's a turnover.
Nobody make a call. It should be.
Turnover. There you go.
Okay.
We'll help you.
There's a delay there.
They're looking for that one guy. And say, well, what do you think?
What do you think? Which one
I mean,
are you?
I know what it is, but I'll better be sure.
You make.
I don't want to argue with you.
That's right. So anyway, Garcia with it. Ashton Thompson now with it. He dribbles through. He's kind of going to attack through the paint. Throws it over to Kevin Garcia. Kevin Garcia thought about the step back three and then skips it over to Calvillo. Calvillo over to Thompson. Thompson almost lost it. Gets it over to Calvillo.
Oh.
Calvillo says, "Give me three," and it won't go. Blevins with the rebound and the putback.
Did you get that on video?
Yeah, I got it.
Blevins is like, "What's going on?"
If his
here?
dad is watching, his dad just lost it.
No blood, no foul, folks.
Right.
Get it into Billy over here on the left wing. He's going to come through the middle. Throws up a floater. It won't go. Garcia in there battling. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
gosh. And then they call Garcia with the foul.
They called him with the foul.
He probably told me.
I'm going to go down there and talk to that ref and tell him you're on the school board.
No, we don't need to
Oh,
do
we
that.
don't tell him.
Why y'all picking on me
We'll
tonight,
clean
man?
this game up in no time.
They won't blow that whistle the whole rest of the night, man.
Put the whistle in your pocket, sir.
That's right. This guy's on the school board, and he said so.
You know, the sad fact, Punxsutawney Phil's only right 39% of the time. I think he's got these guys beat.
5:55 on the clock here in the game.
He's so dumb, man, I
55-34. Oh, they almost throw it away, but end up with it. That's number 10 on Suarez. He crosses over, tries to attack the middle, almost slipped, gets it over to 2-3, which is Pares, who drops it in the middle to 2-1. Rodriguez, and he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points for the ball game.
You know, the bad thing is the way they're calling this, the next game they're going to call it tight, and we're going to foul out.
So Garcia with the ball. He's dribbling around Loving. Across New Mexico. Gives it to Thompson, who takes a little trip across New Mexico.
Oh, they finally got a reaching call. We got a timeout here by Eunice.
So Eunice going to take a timeout. 5:08 remaining in the ball game. 36-55. Quick shout out to some sponsors.
Today we're going to start off with the Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Carnal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply. Our proud sponsors of tonight's game. Had a little brain fart there.
Yeah,
I don't remember where I started.
They did it.
That's why I just go down the list.
Yeah, I changed it up. They're probably tired of hearing me say anything over and over and over. But we are proud of our sponsors.
I'm very proud.
And grateful.
We wouldn't be sitting here right now without them.
For sure.
Sponsor a chair that we can lean back on, right?
Man, these bleachers, there's like a big gap. And these are like those old school roll-out wooden bleachers. And there's a large space between the bleachers. Which
and
is,
when you walk up and down, there's a big step.
Yes, it's a long step.
About 18 inches.
Yep.
It's great for our table, man. But
It is great for the table, but as far as sitting back, like you can't hardly sit back, or you lay down in between the bleachers and your feet are sticking up over the next one in front of
I'll
you.
probably get lost in there.
5:08 remaining here in the ball game. 37-54.
What's going on here? The other guy blew the whistle, gave him the ball.
He's going to stop it again.
Yeah, he's going to stop it.
Look what I have,
right here
Jimmy.
says, I will rule this game.
I have
and now it's off
36-55.
again,
Now
huh?
it's 37-54.
Yeah, so the score on the board has been
Alter.
up
Took
and
the
down.
point off.
Yeah. Gomez getting manhandled down on the block, and they're going to call a jump ball.
How do we lose a point on the timeout?
I don't know. How do we can? Anyways.
5 minutes to go here in the ball game. We're in the fourth quarter. Loving New Mexico.
No, I'm just stretching out.
Rosendo stretching. Oh my goodness, Calvillo dives through. Ball ends
And
up
that's high-end out there.
High-end Castro out on the court. I think that's the first high-end sighting that we've had.
I concur 100%. This has been the longest quarter of the game.
So Thompson going to bring it up. Ian Castro, Kevin Garcia, Gomez, and Calvillo out there. He dribbles over to the left side, looking down the floor, throws up a floater off the glass as Thompson, and that's 20 points for Ashton Thompson.
The score is 57-36.
So Loving comes back the other way, drops it outside. That's Rodriguez, who's had a heck of a night so far. He's got 12 points. Over into the hands of James King. Maybe that ain't James King.
He don't look
Kinda
like James King from here.
He
He don't look like a James King from here.
I think I looked at the wrong guy.
Oh, my goodness.
So Eunice ends up with the ball. That don't look like the Dr. Martin Luther King. That don't look like James King.
Thompson shoots a three from the top of the key.
Thompson for three. 23 points for Ashton Thompson. Here comes Loving back the other way. That shot is up and good. What is that, number 10?
Yes.
I believe so. 9, 10, 11 points for him.
That's a spot shooter.
Ashton Thompson. He's got the ball, dribbling with the left hand between his legs, dribbles through the baseline under the basket, kicks it over to Hyan Castro, who pulls for three. His three won't go, but you got a Gomez there for a rebound and a putback. That's big Jorge Gomez with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10
Said,
points.
hey, boys, I need some help.
Jorge Gomez with 10 on the game, 3:20 and ticking on the clock. 2-3 is Perez. He's going to dribble through. Tries to throw it in, has it deflected by a combination of Gomez, Calvillo, and Garcia.
So it's out on the Cardinals. Score is 39-62.
Unless you're looking at the big scoreboard here. And then it's 39-61.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm looking at my scoreboard here.
I had the camera rolling on the scoreboard during the timeout, so you folks at home can go back and look and see when they took it off.
See if Resendo's crazy or if it's us, or, I mean, if it's the scoreboard.
I can't be wrong, remember, I'm on the scoreboard.
That's right. That's true. You're right.
Everybody knows.
He's right. Absolutely. 100%.
Absolutely.
3:05 on the clock. There's a
wow.
nice little shot there, and he does a little skip move after he made that one. Looked like he was doing the, what do they call it, the gritty or whatever they do? He was kind of doing the gritty back down the floor. And so there's Thompson going to throw up
No,
a
that's
three.
Melanson out there.
Oh, hey, that is.
That's
We got a
21.
Melanson sighting.
Oh.
And it ain't even Jake with his socks off, or the one from State Farm.
Melanson's gone. He's not up here no more in the stands.
He probably went
He
somewhere
left
else
at
to
just the wrong time.
soak his foot
Probably.
somewhere.
Probably in the restroom soaking in that little.
urinal. They're flushing it over and over. All right.
A water massage.
2:25 on the clock. 41-61. There's a runner off the glass, no good, but into the hands of 2-1, and that's 14 points for Caleb Rodriguez. And
Slow her down there, bud.
43-61. Thompson brings it across the timeline, dribbles over here to the left side, gets it into Calvillo. He's looking for somebody to give it to while he's getting people hanging on his arms. Thompson dribbles through, throws up a shot. It won't go. Loving with the rebound. They throw it up the floor. That's number 10, Tristan Ansuarez. He pump fakes and then drops it into the hands of 2-1. That's 16 points for Caleb Rodriguez. And Eunice going to take a timeout as the lead is down to 16.
Student section got wound up over there.
The last 6 points has been Loving, so we can't answer that. Give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMM Pipeline Construction, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber.
Resendo's tongue is starting to get tied over there. He said, NMM Pipeline Construction.
I'll say that in Spanish. NMM. I want some M&Ms. I'll take some M&Ms from Pipeline Construction right now.
148.
I bet old Dale will buy you some if you ask him.
148 remaining here in this ball game. Score is 45-61.
See if it changes.
This game has kind of been like the girls' game in the fact that Eunice came out real strong early, and then they just haven't been able, the lead at the end of the first quarter was 9.
They're getting beat up pretty bad right now,
yes,
too, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they just never have really been able to extend it much past that. So here we are, 143 in the ball game. Calvillo with the ball. He power dribble, drop steps.
3 seconds.
And then they're going to call the 3 seconds.
And this frustrates me because you come out of a timeout. This is a set play for you to run. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to run that set play to the perfection, especially after a timeout.
So here comes Loving dribbling across New Mexico. Crossover. Swings it out to the left side. Got some different players in there. That's number 1, Andres Cueto. And he threw a rocket behind his back, almost headed to the other end.
That's a no-look pass.
Yeah. Little step back action. Gets it into the hands of number 5. That's the young man I called James King earlier, but that ain't the King. That's actually 5. That's Lujan. Into the hands of number 10, Ansuarez. He steps back.
A lot of dribbling.
Man, he turns around, throws up a shot. It won't go, and there is the King, a.k.a. Lujan, and he picks up 2 points.
Thompson gets the ball on top of the key. Drops it off to Calvillo. Calvillo turns around, looks, but nobody's open. Gets it over the Hyen. Hyen gives it a 21. Melanson back to the top of the key to Thompson. He dribbles around, looks a little bit, 29 seconds left on the clock. He dribble drives, a little Euro step, kicks it out to Mata. Shoots a deep 3 and makes it in. Gets on the board there.
Mata for 3.
Yeah, for 3. So it makes the score 65-46. Levin brings the ball down. Don't know his name. We'll call him number 10. Spot shooter shoots a deep 3. In and out, but it's rebound by Melanson. He's mugged as he gets the ball. Kicks it out to Calvillo. Calvillo carries it for 6 blocks, but no call was made. Sits back for a 3. Shoots it, and he makes a deep 3 with 1.5 seconds left.
Calvillo shoots almost half-court three-pointer.
A big old lefty, huh?
Just dropped it in.
At the end of the game, final score, Eunice 67, Loving 47, 67-47. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber. Thank you all for your sponsors. Thank you for all of our listeners and watchers. For Rosendo Caballero, wait, you know what? Let me run down real quick. Ashton Thompson with 23 points. Billy Blevins with 21. Jorge Gomez with 10. Luis Gomez with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maddox Mata with 3. Jose Calvillo with 3. Kevin Garcia with 2. That's basically what I got. Thank you for listening. Any thoughts?
It's fun when you're winning. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Well, for Charlie Fairbrush, Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Good night. We'll see you Saturday from Joe Langston Gymnasium.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.